come see the greatest show. Gather up all juggalos and roll. Everybody come see the greatest show. Gather up all juggalos and roll. Down to the ground, get your ass out the way, 'cause here we come. We stringing this back to go Indian sound. We got freak show.
Freak show.
People don't like these.
Oddities.
People would love them.
Oddities.
If you think it's too good for us, like show freaks, let me out. And I'ma whip smack your cheeks. Come on.
Buddy, it's the Ron and Fez show, and if you heard our announcer, Joe Poo, yes, we are live. Something a little unusual here at WNEW this week. A live show. That means it's happening now, as you are hearing, and you can join the show if you like by calling 877-692-1027. I'm Ron Bennington. With me, as always, and never been more liver than this week, your favorite Fez Watley.
Hiya. It is 7:03 in the East. March 18th. We are live.
Sheely's Day for the Protestants, Fezzy.
Nice. What's Sheely's Day?
Sheely is, I don't know exactly what it means, but it's a chance for the Protestants to parade the day after the big parade, St. Patrick's Day parade.
Oh, okay.
So apparently in Northern Ireland, this is a day that the Protestants try to get out.
Oh, nice.
And
okay.
This is a day to wear your orange on.
Oh, all right. The day before the green, the day after the orange. Representing the entire Irish flag.
Right.
Well, happy Sheely's Day.
Sheely's. Like shields, I guess. I don't know. I've heard it my whole life. No idea exactly what it means. And I know the Protestants don't have saints, so I don't know what their whole thing about marching is. But there you go. All right, we are live today. Very, very bizarre because Don and Mike off this week. O&A off this week. And we come in here, and basically it's like a tomb.
Yeah, you're walking through a ghost town in the hallways. Nobody's here.
Right.
So, with those two shows off for a week, everyone else in any sort of capacity feels they need to be off, too. I mean, you don't even see secretaries, salespeople, anybody.
Well, the people that you do see gather in the same offices and smoke together.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Because they think they can get away with it.
Yeah, they can get away with it.
Now.
They can get away with it. There's nothing to stop them.
I'm taking names for Mr. Coleman.
Well, we'll see if he comes back. The weird thing, WrestleMania last night, Fuzzy. The granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania.
I always thought Starrcade was the granddaddy of them all, but I guess that changed.
There's no such thing as Starrcade.
Yeah, WrestleMania 18. Much better than I thought it was going to be.
For me, I cringed the whole time because the way Hulk Hogan was treated by those effing Canadians.
They adored the man.
Yeah.
They absolutely loved him. And turned on The Rock.
Like it was WrestleMania 1.
And he was facing Roddy Piper and Paul Orndorff.
The Rock played the Paul Orndorff. I have a chicken arm that's not as big as the rest of my body bit. You liked it, though, huh?
I enjoyed pretty much the whole show.
Yeah.
11 matches. No big surprises, really. Just the fact, other than Hulk Hogan being so over with the crowd.
And the headlining match being nothing, being dead to the crowd until, Triple H and Jericho, who personally, Fuzzy, I think is in some trouble. He better redefine who he is, because he's lost the crowd. There was no pops there.
Right. I honestly thought that The Rock and Hogan were going to be the main event. Would be the last match of the night.
They should have.
Because, just the way the card was set up, when you have Y2J defending the title match doesn't include Stone Cold or The Rock, you think, all right, kind of bury that a little bit. Maybe make that the halfway through match.
Hogan, huge. And I'm just dying, screaming at my TV, this means we're going to have him for another 5 years.
He has proven his point, Ronnie. He lost to The Rock last night at WrestleMania 18.
Yeah.
So he shows he can be a team player. And with the great crowd in Toronto, he shows that he's as popular as ever. He hasn't missed a step since he was last in the Fed.
It's like, it's like having Joe Montana come back. It doesn't make sense. It was ridiculous. Well, what are you going to do? I mean, that's what the audience gets, what they cheer for. That's the beauty of that business.
That's the amazing thing when you look at all those fans, and they were going nuts. They were not only going out of their way to cheer for Hogan, they were going out of their way to boo The Rock.
All right, this, Fezzy, on the instant feedback. Fez, are you telling me Triple H isn't over enough to carry a main event last match of the card?
Not against Y2J.
Well,
and not last night, what he did.
Yeah, I mean, just go by what the audience did. It was dead there until Triple H gave the pedigree to Stephanie McMahon.
Right.
Then the audience popped a little bit, hoping that her breast would pop out again.
Looking for a pup at that point. But how many rest holds was in that world title match?
And let me tell you something else. We already have swerved the NWO 3 weeks and it's done.
It's ridiculous. That's what drove people nuts about the NWO last time. Look for the Wolfpack now, Ronnie.
I'm not. I think I'm done with wrestling.
What?
I can't go through the Hogan years again. I can't go through the Hogan years.
It makes you want to just shake everyone in the Sky Dome and go, why are you cheering for this ham bone?
What are you doing to me? I took it personally. Like now, and I looked up and saw The Rock look shocked.
Yeah, he did the bit that people did 20 years ago. King Kong Bundy would stand there shocked that Hogan was hulking up.
Rock, if it means anything to you, I was embarrassed for you. All right, here's KJ. KJ, you're on Run of Fez.
KJ.
Peace. 13062 here.
Bye.
Yo, you got to be kidding me. Last night was terrible.
What'd you hate about it?
Aside from everything, all right, the fact that they're cheering Hogan is because if you've seen the haircuts in Canada, they're all stuck in the 80s. That's why they loved Hogan.
I'm telling you right now, though, with the wrestling stuff, if it worked there, it probably would have worked in St. Louis or San Diego. It just doesn't matter.
But, I mean,
and they effed us. That audience effed us.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, The Rock's the most over guy in the WWF, I thought.
No, Hogan is the most over guy in the WWF. And I'll tell you something else.
just in the world.
They did not pop for Stone Cold's match against Hall and/or Nash.
Nope, they were all there for Hogan.
Yeah.
I mean, even Flair and The Undertaker, which, I mean, I thought that was going to suck. That one ended up being all right.
That was actually a pretty good match, and the crowd was into that for where it was in the card. You know?
They were enjoying watching the Nature Boy. And Arn Anderson.
All right, thanks a lot.
Later.
877-692-1027.
Steve, you're on Run of Fez.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey,
I have two questions. First, do you think that Hogan was passing the torch to The Rock the way that Andre did for him in WrestleMania 1?
First of all, that whole thing about passing the torch is a myth created by Hogan. Hogan had that torch by the time that was WrestleMania 3.
Right. Oh, it was.
And, Andre never was a champ anywhere.
Right.
For years. Andre was like bringing in the midgets. So this whole thing about, I had no idea what Andre was going to do, it's him marking to us and us buying it.
Okay. And my next question is, the next time we see Hogan, do you think he'll be wearing the old red and yellow?
Who cares? I'm telling you, it's like
people, Ronnie, they want him.
I felt like I went into a coma.
And you woke up and it was still 1984.
Go ahead, put the red and yellow on him, and you know what? Go have a cartoon with it, because I'm done.
I remember the Hulk Hogan cartoon.
Sure you do.
I'll tell you what, he'll just pull out his checkbook and write the check, brother.
That's it, brother. I'll buy it back. All right, thanks. Not that I don't like Hogan as a person. I'm sure he's a nice person. But this has been done.
Hulk Hogan, standing huge ovation.
Yeah. Now, I don't mind.
Bigger pop than anything all night long.
Ric Flair's back, but he's back in a whole different role. Hogan is coming back at age 50, and he's hulking up, and the crowd bought it and went crazy. And for that, we're all going to be punished.
In the meantime, the same night, you'll see the Hardys flying their asses off.
Means nothing.
The Dudleys going through tables.
Rob Van Dam.
Right.
Easily the most talented person out there.
Hogan drops a leg.
Yeah.
And they go insane on him.
They're out of their mind.
He stands up. And then how about the pose down afterwards, Ronnie?
Oh, please. Please, Fez. Mike, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Mike.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
how great was it to see that scumbag The Rock realize that he is not the number one face anymore?
He's not the number one face.
No,
You do not understand the joy it brought me to see him looking at the crowd as they gave him the finger constantly throughout that match.
I think part of the problem was the way he treated the coach, making the coach pray.
Right.
That was some funny stuff.
Yeah. All right, man.
Later, boys.
Yeah, that's just excellent. 877-692-1027. Hulkamania's back, and it's running wild.
Well, and the only reason why we're talking about this is to prove that we're a live show here. If we were taped, hey, this...
You'd hear Al crap at himself or
on
something.
the instant feedback. I hear that Donna, Mike, and Owen and I are vacationing together. That's true. I think the four of them, I think it's a fishing trip of some type.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, deep sea, or I'm not sure.
That'd be nice. Even one of those lodges.
Yeah, they're
That'd be
having
good.
a good time. That's
Radio Insider. Radio Insider.
Actually, Fezzi, I have
Radio Insider.
a big rumor going around that I'm not going to say anything about.
Really?
I don't even know who to check it with.
Wow.
Radio Insider.
Because it wasn't brought to us. And I heard the people who were in the know already know. The people with stroke, with juice, they know.
Oh, okay.
You and I, Fez,
Radio Insider.
are nobody in this business. We are The Rock.
Zero stroke.
Looking out into the crowd and seeing everybody cheering for somebody else.
Looking out there wondering, hey, what's going on? What the F?
Hey, Andrew, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, I was wondering, do you think Macho Man's going to come back and join the NWO?
Please, what year is it? Give me a calendar, Fez, because I feel like I'm back to the future.
Will Macho Man come back and join the NWO?
Why not? You might as well bring them all out now.
At this point, Vince McMahon and co-owner Ric Flair have to sit down and listen to Hulk Hogan and say, that worked so great last night, why not bring back Mach?
Why not just do this? Why not just bring back Bruno Sammartino and forget about everything we've done over the years?
Right now, they're out there with shovels digging up Big John Studd.
I wish. Hey,
Get Earl some paper towels. He spilt water in the board.
You all
we
right?
may be off this week.
Earl, you all right over there? Hey, James, I lost you, buddy. Hey, Fonzo, you're around the Fez.
Hey, Fonzo.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
I'm just driving back from Toronto right now. I went to the show and I was at all the Access festivals.
Nice.
That's just a really weird breed of fans, man. They were just so pro Hogan. I'm not sure what the deal was, but it was infectious. I mean, at the end of the night, I was going crazy over Hogan, too. Yeah, I bought myself a Hulkamania shirt and all that. But, yeah, and they were completely dead for Jericho Helmsley. I'd say, like, almost a quarter of the fans left the building before the match
I was
even came
noticing
on.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, Triple H has to sit down and look at that now.
I think it was just a placement of the match. If they had put Helmsley and Jericho earlier before Hogan and
Right,
Rock,
but when you have the strap, it means you're the headliner.
Right, you have to carry the Federation.
You know,
yes and no. I mean, a couple of times in the past, they haven't had the world title match close the show.
Bro.
Remember they had LT and Bam Bam a few years ago close the show, and so I don't know. I think they were trying to do the right thing by Helmsley and Jericho by giving them the last match, but the fans weren't buying it. And after Hogan and The Rock,
But see, here's the
everything went
situation.
downhill.
You take the strap off. That in the history of wrestling, the guy who's most over, whether it's the most over heel or the most over face, closes the show. It's like saying, "Oh yeah, the only reason why our band isn't headlining is we don't have any of the hits." You know, I'm sorry. That's the person who gets the headline has the hits. They sell the albums.
But you get a real feeling that the WWF just sort of ditched all their plans in the last minute and turned Hogan good.
I have no idea, but the problem with that's what destroyed the WCW.
Right,
Yeah,
not
and-
turning.
Yeah.
And I don't know that fans outside Toronto feel the same way. I think they were really doing everything based on the Toronto fans' reaction.
Let me tell you what I saw on TV that reminded me of the old WCW. We're watching The Rock against Hall. Nash comes down. The people start standing up and looking to see who's going to run down next.
Right, the whole time they weren't watching the match, they were
Right.
watching the aisle.
And that's what happened and basically destroyed the WCW, is you're going to see who swerved and messed the match up. All right, thanks a lot, Fonzo. I hate even talking about it, Fez.
Where you're looking for the schmoz. And here's the thing. You put together Wrestlemania, you go to all the trouble promoting the NWO, they're back. Kevin Nash doesn't make it to the card.
No.
Kevin Nash, the money you're paying him.
Hey, Amy, you're on Fez.
Hello, Amy.
Hi. Ron, you said Hulk Hogan was like 50. He's more like 63. He's so old.
I think he's 49, about to turn 50 this summer.
No
Yeah, be 50
way.
in August.
When I was 12, I was at Wrestlemania 1, and I'm like over 30 now. There's no way.
All right, that's 18 years ago.
Yeah, and he was
And
like
figure
40 then.
Well, no, he was basically about, 32 then?
No way. He's like a grandpa raisin.
All right, thank you very much, Amy.
Gee whiz. Do we have a Hawk fact on this?
Yeah, Hawk will look it up, but it's very,
Hawk fact. Hawk fact.
August 11th,
what year?
What? Yeah.
1953.
All right, 53, which means he'll only be 49.
Yeah, going by your Hawk fact.
And according to the IMDb.
Is that where all these Hawk facts are coming from?
All right. So he's only 48, about to be 49.
Right,
so
be 50
obviously,
next year.
Obviously, he could be the champ.
He's still got a couple of good decades left in him.
Yeah.
In wrestler years.
Hey, Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron and Fez, how you doing? Big ass card holder, 8165. Thank you, sir. A couple of questions. One observation. It seems like anticlimactic nowadays, looking at these WrestleMania. I think that with all these pay-per-views, it seems like the Monday night shows that you're watching. I remember for years, WrestleMania was the thing to...
Right. And now with 12 pay-per-views per year,
yeah.
And basically Monday nights, and now even Thursdays having big matches, it's not the same thing.
And the way it used to be is WrestleMania always finished up any angle.
Right, for
that year.
everybody.
Any gimmick, you were done. It all concluded. That storyline wrapped up at WrestleMania, and that's when contracts were up.
And so you might end up not having everybody the next Monday. But also, a lot of these feuds would last a full year, even the smaller feuds.
WrestleMania 4 through 5, that took 1 year to make that match between Savage winning the title in the tournament and then the Mega Powers, unfortunately, exploding.
Exactly. One more question. Which one was your favorite WrestleMania?
You know, I was a big fan of the match where Stone Cold was bleeding from the face when Brett had him and passed out.
Oh, the I Quit match.
Yeah, because basically you saw the crowd turn like you did last night, where they turned on The Rock.
I like WrestleMania 7.
What
that was the
one?
last one in the Sky Dome. It was Hogan Slaughter, but it had the great retirement match with Savage and the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, that's true, too. My favorite one was the one they were at Las Vegas.
Why?
Oh, God.
Oh, for some reason, there was all that pomp and circumstance, and you had Bobby the Brain there at the mic.
Yeah, Bobby the Brain.
Comments were just unbelievable.
Yeah, Bobby the Brain coming in backwards on the camel. But
You're not going to beat that.
That was the highlight for me.
If Bobby the Brain had come in backwards on a camel last night, the crowd would have gone nuts.
You know what? Actually, I've been sitting around for years going, oh, my God, they're going crazy for Hogan. I was even doing that at WrestleMania 1.
Hogan's just one of those guys whose popularity you can't explain.
You can't explain it.
You don't know why they're so damn popular.
It's like Jesus. Even when he loses, he gets bigger than ever before. It doesn't matter.
Sure. He did the job. He counted the lights that day. That Good Friday.
Hey, Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, the big internet rumors, Ultimate Warrior and Bret Hart. What do you think about that?
You won't see Bret Hart because apparently he cashed in some kind of insurance plan for like $5 million by saying he was hurt and could no longer wrestle anymore.
Oh, okay. So
how do you explain him bad-mouthing Triple H, calling him the biggest punk in wrestling?
That's what he does. That's what Bret does.
And
now,
where
did you say this at?
Oh, it's all over the internet.
Yeah, okay.
Every
That must be
website is
true.
saying it.
Okay. All right, say it. I don't have my good website since mine went out of business.
Oh, WrestleLine.com.
Yeah.
And I think Brett's wife, remembering that one thing, Brett's wife went after Triple H saying, you knew about, Brett screwed Brett.
Yeah, apparently that Triple H was in on that with HBK when Brett was screwed out of the championship belt.
Right before he went to WCW, and they just rang the bell and gave the belt to Michaels.
Hey, Jason, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Jason.
Hey, guys. I just wanted to say, Triple H, he's really good, but how could you put him in the main event last night? He had to be, kissing some major butt to get that spot.
Well, he's a political guy. There's no doubt about it. He's a solid wrestler. He's good.
He needs HBK to, pull him up again, because that last night was just horrible.
Well, he definitely had a rough time there last night.
I mean, Mick Foley, when he wrestles Mick Foley, it was really good matches last night. I don't know if Jericho wasn't doing the job for him or what.
It's just they were overshadowed. They didn't have the stroke that the other guys.
I don't know. It was just sad, Ron. Sad.
All right, buddy.
And the orange tan.
Well, the orange tan was a problem.
The paint on tan that Triple H came to the ring with, that wasn't an even coat, and the man was actually sweating orange varnish. He was dripping from under his nips, from under his pups. There was big, long drips of orange going down his gut.
I thought he looked like the $1 Million Man, the man who invented the wipe on tan.
The paint on tan, Ted DiBiase.
All right, people on the instant feedback saying, did they turn on The Rock because he was black?
Oh.
Obviously. But they still love Farouk.
They went nuts for him in APA. People were glad to see The Godfather in a backstage bit.
Booker T did a wonderful job out there.
And his Einstein's theory of relatives.
I don't know.
Dumb.
I can't explain. You know, all I was thinking of, what if you happened to have been The Rock's movie agent last night? You're like, what the F? I'm trying to sign this guy to a deal.
We have a film coming out. It's called Scorpion King.
And now Mr. Nanny is popping bigger.
Rip 'em from No Holds Barred. Just beat up the Scorpion King.
No Holds Barred was a great movie. It's time to rip him, Rip. You're going to rip this guy. Rip him from me. Rip. Do me one favor. Rip him. Just rip him. And one other thing. Stay gold. Boy. Stay gold. Hey, Tommy, you're on Run of Fez.
How you doing, boys?
Hey, Tommy.
Yeah, I just want to know if Fez brought over a Carvel cake that nobody else ate and he ended up eating the whole thing by himself.
Of course OCD brought it over.
Classic Fezzy.
Yeah, I'm down with OCD.
Yeah, you know me.
Yes, I did bring over a lovely ice cream cake.
What had happened to Kempatera?
I think he'll be back.
Is he coming back?
Well, right now he's wrestling in the AARP League. I used to love Kempatera.
That's a true Olympian right there.
Yeah, he was the first Kurt Angle, and he would have that swinging neck breaker. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. He put you like in a full Nelson.
A full Nelson, and then twirl you, and then snap it.
He claimed to be the strongest man in the world.
Well, he was.
That's true, Kempatera.
That's it.
And great hair.
Yeah, he was great. He looked like Albert Brooks, but Olympian Albert Brooks.
If Albert Brooks got into some weightlifting.
They should. Hey, Mikey, you're on Ron Fez. Hey, Mike.
Hey, how you doing, Ron Fez? Please don't say my name over the air. I'm so embarrassed for that Toronto crowd. I'm back in the closet as a wrestling fan. I can't believe I witnessed that. I hate Hulk Hogan. I'll never watch the WWF again. If
wow. You know, here's the thing. 65,000 people popped. You got to say Hogan's over.
You think they were popping as a joke?
No.
Maybe they were just joking with him, playing with him. I mean, I was embarrassed.
Quit teasing that old man by cheering for him.
And my name is not Mike. My name is Shirley, and I hate wrestling.
All right.
Your name is not Cheryl Ann.
What are you going to do? He's over. You can't explain it. He's always been over. For 20 years, the guy's been over. And you know what? He actually brought up Rocky Balboa's name.
Yeah, brings up basically Thunder Lips.
Right.
I'm going to beat up him like I beat up Rocky Balboa. All right, that was a movie. You didn't really do it.
Here's Dave. Dave, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, guys, big car holding whenever I get it.
Hoo-ah!
By the way, Rory, you're on this job, okay? I'm not even going to talk to Al about it anymore.
Okay, you got it.
I'm not going to set a date for you, but you're going to come up to me with information. Dave, what can we do for you, buddy?
Hey, Dave.
A couple of things. Is DDP's character the gayest thing on the face of the earth? That stupid smiling. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm not down with that.
So
That's
bad.
a man character lost.
Yeah.
That and Ric Flair's hair is hilarious. Pure white with red streaks.
Yeah, he's been doing that act for 25 years.
He actually looked like he could have joined Billy and Chuck last night. He looked just like him.
And Rocky sucks. Come on. How great is that when 68... But you know what? They're Canadian, so you don't expect them to be very...
You know what? I now agree. Rocky sucks. I don't want to see him again. I'm embarrassed to look at him. He is a heel tonight. Tonight, if I'm him, I'm coming out as a heel. And I'm telling you, that damn Vince McMahon sits there with an applause meter. And as things change, you could get your check lopped in half.
He's like, here's the thing. Hogan's so over. He sends the other two out, Hall and Nash. Oh, go out there and be mean to him.
Right.
This is over. Yeah. I have my franchise back. Who needs you two lunkheads?
Right.
You'll be fighting the Hardys next week.
Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, how you doing, guys? I just want to say, I think everybody's forgetting that, Canada is like the Earth 2 of wrestling. Only in Canada can Hogan be bigger than The Rock.
I'm not sure, my friend.
I'm positive.
I am not sure. I mean, there are some strange places like Philly where Blue Meanie can headline a card.
And Santa Claus is booed.
Philly has their own kind of extreme wrestling thing that they're into. But most places are pretty much marks. I will say that Philly is a smart town when it comes to wrestling.
877-692-1027.
Hey, Gene, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Gene.
Hey, boys, how we doing?
I don't know.
Does this mean Gene Okerlund?
I wish.
I can do that horrible little dance. So, I hate Hogan as much as the next guy, but how great is it going to be to see the Killer Bees come back and win the titles at Wrestlemania 19?
Let me tell you, B. Brian Blair was on the phone with him today.
Jumping Jim Brunzel, he's on his way.
Nice.
Who else has been Hogan's boys throughout the years?
Oh, you always saw one of those nasty boys, Brian Knobs, the blonde nasty boy.
Knobs, I think
right up Hogan's tights.
Tugboat did very well. What are you staring at, Billy?
Al has Kate Pierson from the B-52s on the line.
Oh, really? All right. Al, of course, over at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
The inductions tonight, the ceremony, the performance.
Hi, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, Kay.
Okay.
Kay, nice to talk to you, darling. Now, what exactly are you guys inducting somebody tonight?
No, we're not. We're being abducted. No, we're here to see Talking Heads.
Ah,
nice.
And we just did the B-52s just did our 25th anniversary show, and Chris and Tina played with us. We played at Irving Plaza, so we're just here to support them and want to see Talking Heads.
Now, the heads going in tonight, anybody who's been around for that long, that's kind of a surprising thing because the Talking Heads were almost like anti-rock and roll at the time. Established rock and roll, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all those bands were. We were trying to reinvent rock and roll.
Kate, I always thought you were the hottest thing ever. Just the hottest thing in rock.
Why, thank you.
Just so cute.
I'm sizzling.
All right, so are you guys performing tonight or just hanging out?
No, we're just hanging out.
Yeah.
We're here to see the show. Just Fred and I are here.
Oh, nice.
So
I always thought Fred was the hottest thing.
He is
and
hot.
rock.
He's hot to trot.
Now, Fred never married, did he?
No.
No.
He's got a husband.
Well, in some states.
Long time.
In some states, that's fine. All right, Kate. Well, congratulations. Have fun tonight.
All right, you too.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. Kate Pierson from the B-52s.
All right, I forgot all about this.
We never told anyone where Al is.
Yeah, Al is over at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame tonight for the inductions. I didn't think you went because you're sitting here.
Earl?
There was a little minor confusion.
All right, so Al already doing good. Now, I said Billy to this. Billy didn't think it would be a big deal.
Right. And the fabulous Al Dukes on the scene, I guess, where, in the media room?
He's in the media room, and I'm going to be heading down in a few minutes.
All right, Horde King just said if this was 1983, that'd be a great guess. Come on, Horde King. Al's doing his best.
It's fitting with our theme show of Hulk Hogan and the B-52.
All right, now we got to figure out who's over there and have music ready for him. So, Billy, come in here. And Billy, don't just comes in and stares at me.
I know.
And luckily, I said, what is it, Billy?
Or else Kate would have been hanging on the line.
Right, put your headphones on and look at me so you're moving in speed. It's a radio show. All right, the way this is going to work tonight, it will never be Al on the phone. We'll just get the people.
Yeah, that's the way it's going to be. Never Al anymore.
Billy, you look red-eyed. You look red-eyed.
Red-eyed?
Are you buzzed?
No, not at all. I didn't know what that meant, actually, red-eyed.
It's like you got to get the Visine in.
No, I'm not red-eyed.
All right, I need you moving tonight, then, if that's the situation.
I'm boogieing.
And I want you working with these guys, so all of a sudden we don't just have a guest on like that. We know we're ready for him, all right?
You got it.
So Rory would have the music and all that.
We'll work as a team.
Are you drinking?
No, not at the moment. I'm not red-eyed.
He's red-eyed and he's flushed.
Not at the moment. All right, this is who Billy hopes is going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beers, rolling fatties, smoking blunts. Who smokes the blunts? Who smokes the blunts?
So who's all going into this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame tonight?
All right, who do we got going in? Black Girl, help us with this.
Talking Heads.
All right, who is inducting them?
I believe that will be... Oh, my God, I'm drawing... The Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Wow, that's nice.
That's a nice gig for them. All right, putting in the Talking Heads. Who else is going in?
The Ramones. And Eddie Vedder is going to be inducting them.
Again, nice.
And
now, why wouldn't Billy want to do this? Billy said it wasn't. It seemed like it was strong enough.
I have no idea why Billy... Is there no drinks in the media room? Is that the problem? No open bar?
You also have your favorite, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Nice.
And I believe they're going to be inducted by...
Roger McGuinn.
No, again, I'm drawing a blank. Total blank. Who's going to induct them?
Dylan?
No.
One of the other Wilburys?
No Wilburys, but you never know who shows up at these things, so...
Well, we just found out Kate Pierson
has shown up out of nowhere. All right, who else we got? You got Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
You got Isaac Hayes. You got Brenda Lee. You have Gene Pitney. And in the Pioneer category, you got Jim Stewart, who co-founded Stax Records. And
he was the first person to ever stack records, Ronnie. To just put them all in one big stack.
And also Chet Atkins.
Wow.
So
that's nice.
Now this sounds like a good time. And Al Dukes is in the middle of it.
Bring Billy back. Billy, why wouldn't you want to do this? This sounds fantastic, and I gave you the assignment first.
Oh, I would have done it, Ronnie. I'm just not as into the whole Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and, all that kind of stuff, I guess, as Al is and Earl is. It's, just...
How can you not be into this?
It was your chance to get guests on the show.
Well, it was just I don't know, I'd rather be in the middle and being part of the party than just being a bystander, I guess. I'm more like being in the center of things.
You think you're more inside the party here? Yeah. Answering our phones poorly?
I'd rather be here with you guys.
You and Joe Poo, they hate to be sent out of the studio.
It's like we raised two really nerdy kids. Remember that scene in 16 Candles where the parents are having to throw the kid into the dance? And he's screaming, no, I want to be there. I want to be at home with you guys.
Right.
We've raised really geeky children.
Remember the year Carlos Santana went in and what his wife said about him?
Oh, I'm happy.
That was... classic.
That was a good night.
I was sitting there watching TV. I'm crying when I heard.
Oh, I'm happy.
That was beautiful. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come right back, Fezzy.
Oh, I'm happy.
It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez.
You're scaring me. Stop it.
102.7 WNEW.
We're Ron and Fez. Right now, the fabulous Al Duke at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony going on at the Waldorf in New York.
He's hanging out there and see if he's able to grab people coming off stage. He'll have them call us.
So we'll be waiting for the phone calls from him. The Talking Heads being inducted tonight.
Talking Heads, going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame seems so strange, Fezzy. The Ramones going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Both going in tonight along with Tom Petty, Brenda Lee, who's had to wait a while.
Why is she there?
Isaac Hayes and Gene Pitney. 877-692-1027.
Hey, Andrew, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, fellas? How's it going?
Good.
What can we do for you, Andrew?
I believe I heard the sweet voice of Sweet Melissa.
Oh, I don't know, because it was in Espanol.
Oh, I'm happy.
Melissa Dulce.
Was that her, Fez?
Si.
Gracias, amigo.
There's the wedding cowbell. All right, you're going to the big-ass prize closet, El Culo Grande closet. $100 gift certificate to you, buddy, to Modell's Sporting Goods. Modell's has locations throughout the tri-state area. For a store location near you, check them out on the web at Modells.com.
All right, Mikey D just emailed me and said that he would have loved to went to that thing tonight. I don't know why we can't excite the people on our show about doing things in the business.
That's the frustrating part. This was offered to Billy Staples how long ago?
Weeks.
Right. And Billy backs out today.
What's up with him lately? What's up with John Nash?
Maybe one of his personalities isn't into The Rock.
He's got so many personalities. He's saying he's not interested in rock. The guy is an encyclopedia of rock. He does nothing but rock and roll song parodies.
Yeah. He's constantly telling us about The Rock.
Yeah. Now
maybe he had some equations John Nash had to sit and work on tonight.
Is he... You know, it should be John Nash Hall.
Instead of John Nash, be Graham Nash.
Is that a problem, Kevin Nash? Anyway, look at you. You're Nashville. You got so many crazy voices going on in your head. It's like hearing Nashville skyline.
He's John Nashville.
All right, Nash, get in here, Billy. Billy, get in here, you bastard. All right, how you doing?
I'm okay.
How you doing, Nashville?
We're just fine.
Why didn't you want to do this tonight? Is it the voices in your head?
No, I just felt like being a homebody and hanging out here tonight and staying put. I just wasn't in the mood for going out with crowds and, You
understand it's your job. Right. To go out and get these things and do good work.
The man who came to us, I don't know how many months ago, I want to be the stunt guy. Now won't even leave the confines of the building.
All right, Heckler just wrote in, not going to the Hall of Fame. I'd even hang out with Mikey D just to meet Ken Berry. That's the situation. That's the way I need you guys thinking. I can't believe I'm looking up as Al now as the go-getter.
Oh, God. It is Earth 2.
Yeah.
Now, Billy, seriously, John Nash, how are we supposed to excite the audience about anything if we can't excite the staff about doing it?
Well,
is it because when you're hearing voices, they're all anti-Semitic? Well, this is why you're not getting the Oscar.
The voices keep more...
What are the voices you hear? You're hearing Jack Daniels. Who else?
Jimmy Beam. Nice.
No, it's just, it's just some days it's just, where the voices just say stay put. And this was just, unfortunately, one of those nights.
Unfortunately, might be one of those nights to start thinking of a new career. Because in this, you're not allowed to have an off night.
You're not allowed to stay put.
Yes. This is your job. It's like saying I'm a ball player, but some nights I don't want to catch. I just want to be here and watch from the dugout. Hey, Tom, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, what's up, boys? 8523.
Yeah.
Hooah! Yeah, I think Billy just answered my question because he said his voices are telling him not to go anywhere. But I think he's got a hangover from last night. That's probably why he doesn't want to be around the noise tonight.
Billy, I told you before,
Come clean.
If the drinking gets in the way of the work,
and he didn't even deny it before. He didn't even deny it. When you asked him about drinking, dude, he was totally like, no, not right now. Like, he didn't say anything about 15 minutes from then. He just said not at that moment.
Because when I came in, you were all glassy-eyed and you're red-eyed today.
He had the drink in the other room, I swear to God. What a
Billy,
drunk.
are you drinking in the other room?
No, I'm not drinking in the other room.
Who strikes these out?
No, there are other reasons you could have red eyes and glassy and stuff. It's just not sleeping good and stuff.
Oh, that's right. It's the middle of winter and they mowed the lawns today.
You can't sleep on the floor. That's the problem. Using a bottle of Jack as a pillow. That's why you're not sleeping well.
Your pillow's leaking right into your mouth.
You had a cap in your ear all night. All right, are you drinking, Billy?
Huh?
Come on, I don't see
You heard the question.
Yeah, I am.
Why aren't you drinking in here, then? It's amusing to us.
No, it only happened this weekend.
Oh. What only happened this weekend? The drinking?
Yeah.
So you're drinking over the weekend, and Monday you can't do your job. It happens that quick.
It happened Friday night. It had nothing to do with my job today or anything.
It obviously has something to do with your mood swings. You're saying to me today, why, who's in this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? How long ago did I give you the assignment?
A week or two ago, yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Then you write back to me, this sounds great. Do you hear who's going in? I'm going, yes.
Well, I didn't really look into it. When I finally looked into it...
That's a good thing?
When you've had an assignment for 2 weeks?
Well, yeah, I didn't. I was just going with Earl, and Earl gave me the paperwork on Friday and told me what we were doing, and I never even looked into actually who was being inducted.
All right, but let's suppose this. This is the show that you're working for.
Correct.
Suppose I said, Billy, go down to the stoplight and interview the people that stopped their cars there. It might be silly, but it's your gig. You should be down there trying to make it interesting.
That I would do, because that's silly. I would do that.
All right, why don't you go do that now?
Okay.
All right?
Sure.
All right. And take your stuff so you don't have to worry about coming back here. All right?
Okay.
Now, you two, see if I'm playing games. Okay? One of you go grab the phones and look at me. See if I'm playing games. Hey, Tuttle. Tuttle, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, Tuttle.
I just thought I would call and say hello and see what you guys thought of Wrestlemania last night.
Hey, Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Ronnie and Fezzy.
How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, guys? I wanted to get back to what Triple H was wearing last night. That nice orange tan he had.
The paint on tan.
That's right. Us bodybuilders wear it on the circuit. It's called Pro Tan. He used to wear it all the time when he used to come. Whenever they do Madison Square Garden shows or shows in New York, he trains up at Bev Francis in Long Island. And he used to come in and with that stuff sprayed all over him and go in the tan in bed and just leave a big orange stain on the bed. And
is it a matter of wearing too much of this stuff?
Well, you know what it is? If he put it on directly before the show started, and on top of that he's spraying himself down with all that water, I mean, it's going to run right off.
Right, he's always wetting himself before he goes out. Well, not in a bad way, but...
I'm surprised he didn't make his opponent orange.
All right.
Well, it did get on Jericho.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it was going all over the place. It was running down his legs.
Oh, my God. It was an unbelievable show last night, though.
All right, thanks, man.
Anyway, guys, take it easy.
See ya. Thanks for the call, Mike. 877-692-1027.
Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, how's it going, people?
Cool.
What can we do for you, Joe?
I love your show. I love the both of you.
Yeah.
But, Ron, you kind of come off like a dictator, like berating Billy like he's a child.
Billy was supposed to go do the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame tonight.
Right. I mean, I know he's an F-up, but...
He wouldn't go. We had to send Al instead. At some point, somebody around here's got to want to do stuff. I mean, here's the thing. If I'm saying to the guy, hey, run out and get me and Fez sandwiches, and he could say, hey, I'm not your bitch. I don't have to do that. That's one thing. But to go to the guy saying, I want you to go interview celebrities, and to hear excuses why he doesn't want to, I don't get anymore.
And to try, here's the thing, Joe, this was planned for 2 weeks.
No, Ron.
And today he backs out.
I didn't know the whole scenario. I apologize to you. He is an F-up.
He is an F-up?
Anybody that doesn't want to just...
And it's not like...
vacation, isn't it?
It's not like I don't like the guy. I like the guy very, very much.
Right.
But I don't know why I have to convince people to want to do things in this business.
Especially if... to me, that's a vacation.
Yes,
from
man.
work.
Most people would think anybody who grew up in this country is a big fan of rock and roll. They're all celebrities there. And I can't believe it. A dead ass like Al dove at it.
He couldn't wait to go.
Absolutely. Ron, I apologize. I'm wrong.
All right.
I'm sorry.
But,
Thanks Joe.
But I'm not saying that I won't even do the kind of things like, hey, go do this and have it be a stupid thing. But, and for that, the guy should go, hey, you know what? I'm not a bitch. I'm a person. I don't have to go get your car washed. If that ever comes up, then yes, draw that line in the sand.
But this is a show, people. And, let's say you got a show like Letterman, and Letterman's booking agent or Letterman's producer said, I don't feel like going after guests for this show. And they got nobody on the show that night. That's just one scenario. You can't, the guy, that's his gig. Tonight, that was his assignment. And he backed out at the last minute. Why you wouldn't want to do that, and why you have to be convinced it's a good thing for yourself and the show, it eludes us.
My new thing, Fezzy, I'm sending people home to rest. Send them home.
Obviously, John Nash needs it.
Hey, Nick. Nick, you're on Fez.
How you doing?
Hey, Nick.
you know, Billy's got to think about it. If it's a regular job, like my job, if my boss says to me, go here, go there, and I say, no, I'm not going to do it, I get fired, man.
You know, I don't know. All right, thanks. I don't want to just keep having the same show over and over again. I don't care. I do not care.
And tonight he says, yes, I'm drinking.
Right. Well, it doesn't matter. What did I always say? Just don't involve it in the show. If you're going to drink on the air here. Make it funny. Everybody enjoyed this night.
We would love to do that on the show.
So I guess we're going to hear him from the stop sign tonight. That should be fun.
Yeah, he's supposed to be at the corner interviewing people stopped at the light, at the traffic light.
That I do, because it's funny.
He makes no sense this evening.
Yeah.
Rarely ever, but especially tonight. No sense.
Is this Billy?
That's him.
Hey, Billy. Billy.
Yeah.
How's the stoplight bit going?
Oh, the stoplight just got down here. It's a little rainy. People have their windows closed, but I'm seeing what I can find.
All right, make it funny, okay, buddy?
Okay.
All right, there you go.
You could have had the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame assignment. Now you have the rainy street corners traffic light assignment.
Make sure that he doesn't mess up on Al's big line, which already now I don't even feel like talking to any of these stars. All right. Now Tuttle's right. Sorry I called it a bad time. I did not mean to be stupid. Who was running the calls and put Tuttle in to talk to us about WrestleMania after we just finished a WrestleMania bit?
That was Billy. He was on the line. He was on the phone when we put him up there.
Smart Billy.
And you know what? Pull the curtain back. That was after we had moved on, too.
Right.
That was after we went to commercials.
But I'm the dictator. I'm the a-hole. Sure I am.
877-692-1027 is the toll-free phone number.
Hey, Jason. Jason, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Jason.
How's it going, guys?
What is flowing?
Listen, I was just talking, I don't know who answered the phone, but I was just telling them that you guys have, like, the greatest show. Who wouldn't want to do those things for you guys?
I would literally say this. Everybody.
That's crazy.
You know, let me say this. We sent Wonder Boy to Florida. It was tough to get energy out of him on the phone the other night.
We got 2 phone calls from Wonder Boy. Yeah. And that was a 4-day trip to spring break in Florida on the beach.
Did I come work for you guys?
You know what? I'm thinking we go back to the way it used to do. Me and Fez just staring at each other.
We'll do it that way. We've done it before.
Whatever phone line rings, we grab it. What's the big deal?
We just answer them ourselves.
All right.
Hey, I would love to work for you guys, and I hate my job. I'd give you guys like 150%.
That's 50% more than we actually need.
See?
That's a frightening. All right, see you later.
All right.
877-692-1027.
Here's Derek. Derek, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Derek.
Hey.
What can we do for you?
I am totally with you. Oh, by the way, card holder whenever I get it.
Right.
I don't think you understand the power you have there. Billy should be doing heroin for you, and you guys should be putting him on the street as your bitch.
You know, other shows do that.
We're halfway there.
Other shows do that. We don't get over like this at all.
See ya.
Hey, Scott. Scott, you're on Run of Fez.
Hello, Scott.
Ron and Fez.
Yeah.
Did I miss something? Isn't Billy always complaining that you don't use his bits and you guys don't you don't listen to him and you don't give him the credit and the opportunity that he wants? Isn't that what he's always crying about?
Well, he is always complaining that his bits get C-blocked.
Right. And here was your chance to go, no, Brian, it's not something I'm into. I'm a homebody.
I don't understand. I mean, this is an opportunity for him to go out there and to make something. He's got the opportunity. He's going to be all around him and to show you what he can do.
Instead
of that Chris Farley imitation, what was I thinking? I mean, how many times am I going to hear that?
Instead of, I don't like to keep harping, but nobody's more gregarious than Billy. Billy loves to be around people. And to be around, a chance to be around celebs where he constantly would make an ass out of himself. Why wouldn't you want to do it?
Right, I hate to say it, but I think the fecal matter, it really knocked him down a peg.
Yeah, it did.
It seems like he's like a broken man.
Ever since he had to apologize for the fecal matter.
His public statement.
All right, Billy's back on. Billy.
Billy Staples.
Here I am. Still down on the street.
How you doing? You want to say hi to Ron and Fez on the radio? Just say hello. Say hello. Hello. Yeah, where you heading, sir?
You got to let people know they're on the radio, Billy.
Right. And I would say make it funnier.
Yeah, that's your thing. You're the funny guy.
But you'd rather do this than try to interview Kate Pierson from the B-52s.
Right. You're fresh back from your gig from Stitches.
Which the review we got from him on that.
Right. Hey, Billy, you're on Run of Fez.
Hello, Billy.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Bill.
Let's encourage the listeners to drive down there and harass them.
Because we're not a zoo show. Someday we'll be a wacky zoo show and we'll do all that.
I think him being left alone in the rain right now is amusement enough for me at the moment. Then I can only hope for pneumonia to set in. Then he'll get that cough syrup addiction again. And the ugly cycle repeats itself.
So he said he started drinking over the weekend?
Yeah. He said Friday.
Is that why you wouldn't go to the thing today?
Because he was drinking? What do you know, Roy Hamptons?
I was in the office Friday night after the show, and Billy called up.
Okay. You know what? I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. Seriously, can I say something? When you have a staff, the staff is supposed to be supportive to you. Why is it Fez and I are supposed to support the staff? You're not our children.
Right.
If you're our children, we'd have all kinds of time for you and talk to you about your problems, what's going on.
If they were our children, the state would come and take them from us.
Good. I let the state come in now because I'm about to drown them in a tub like they're the Yates family.
We got the 5 Yates children who we're trying to protect from Satan.
You know, Fezzy, we should have taken a vacation with everybody else.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think that is evident now. 877-692-1027.
Hey, Homer, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Homer.
Hey, what's up, guys? 5177. Hey, Fez.
What,
Yeah, I think after Big Ass Night of Fights, Staples just got, too out of control. You really need somebody to beat him down in Night of Fights 2.
I'll say this. All right. I don't know what it is with everybody since the Night of Fights. Everybody seemed like they peaked that night.
They peaked, and we had a huge drop-off.
Right.
In energy and ability and everything else. Giant strides.
Except for the Hawk.
Big-ass Night of Fights. And then steps backwards. The Hawk shined Big-ass Night of Fights. He shines every night. Of course, at Big-ass Night of Fights 1, I think he shoved some girls down the stairs. I'm not sure.
Whatever. The point is
things will happen.
The point is he's good on the air.
And he's always got a Hawk effect.
Hey, Gene. Gene, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Gene.
Hey, listen to the problem with Staples right here.
Yeah.
We deal with it all the time. I'm a cop, and a lot of times you got to go uptown, you got to go downtown, you got to fly out of your precinct somewhere. Staples likes to stay home. He knows the drinking joints where he usually hangs out.
All right, thanks, Gene. See, that's the
I'm way
situation.
off.
No, maybe you're not.
They probably had drinks in that media room he could have gone to at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction.
You know, with the staff we've got, Fezzy, my thing has been, and I'm going to say this in front of everybody, I say to Fez after every show, you know what, we got to fire one of these guys so they know we're not effing around.
So they absolutely know we're serious. Yes, and that is true. Ronnie says that every night.
And Fezzy acts like the mom to all you guys. Oh, no, they're coming along. Jose, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, yeah, I just wanted to say, really, I heard enough of this Billy Staples stuff. And
me too.
How he screwed up, and I'm glad Al Dukes is not there, so you don't have to complain about him. I'm not knocking your show. I love the show, but
you know what? You're exactly right, though. Well, you're not supposed to get into that every single show, and it turns out that way.
Yeah, because you were talking about Wrestlemania, and you had me going.
Right,
I was
we were having fun.
And then the monkey wrench got thrown into the gears. The show just slowed down right after that. So
you're very right. Okay, thank you.
All right, love the show, though.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Jose.
I'm not going to get into that tonight, Fezzy. I'm not. That's why I stopped Roy. Billy called, and that's gossip. I don't care. Come in and do your job. A lot of people drink and are able to do their job. There are alcoholics that can maintain.
Billy and then What drives me nuts about Billy is he'll try that sympathy card. When he gets caught drinking, then he tries to play the sympathy card of, well, it started Friday.
Right.
And that's why I'm not being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame tonight.
Hey, Bill, you're on Manifest.
Hey, boys, how are you tonight?
Hey, Bill.
Good to see you. Good to talk to you. The reason I'm calling is I noticed a downswing in Billy after the last week when they did the documentary about 911.
Yeah.
And you guys hit him up about losing his patriotic spirit a little bit and this and that. And again tonight he admitted he wants to be the center of attention. How about time for a couple of bar crawls? Maybe get him back into his swing or back into his step.
All right, here's the thing, Bill, and I don't mean this to be mean, but it's not up for me and Fez to try to pump people up and make them feel better about their jobs. They're supposed to bring us stuff so we can entertain people with it.
Well,
their thing is, boy, Fez seems a little down today. Why don't I give him this? Or Ron's not on his game. Why don't I pick him up a little bit? They've got this thing the opposite somehow.
Where we constantly have to support the support staff.
Right, no, I understand that, but he does draw a crowd, and that is support in the long term.
And where does he draw a crowd?
Well, from the bar crawls, I think.
Yeah, that's because it's Billy.
That crowd is the voices in his head.
Why do you draw a crowd of stitches?
All right.
All right, see you later.
The paranoids are watching him.
All right. It's John Nash.
And, God, to use that 911 excuse again.
Yeah.
That drives me insane. There's people that are really, really hurting from that and are going through horrible, horrible situations. And I don't want to hear that being chalked up as Billy's drinking.
All right. G-Vac says he'd shave Fez's back with his teeth to go in this rock and roll shindig. That's true.
And I could use it. Thank you, G-Vac.
What's the problem back there? Why can't you go for a nice waxing?
Because then I get the ingrowns.
Oh, I see.
And then that's an entirely different mess.
Right.
Then I'm draining on sheets.
All right, here is Elizabeth. Elizabeth, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing?
Hello, Elizabeth.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, what can we do for you?
Hi, I'm interested in Billy Staples' job, actually.
Somebody finally is. All right. Honey, we're not hiring right now, but thank you.
Okay.
If anything, we're downsizing.
Okay, she says. I tried.
All right. Yeah. I thought that was going to be my in.
Yeah.
I thought I picked the right night to call. When I'd be ushered right in and get that chair next to Ron.
All right, here's what a beauty week I'm having, too, Fezzy.
Yeah?
Wednesday, I go for jury duty.
Really?
In Manhattan, yeah.
Your civic duty, nice.
Sure I will. Like there's any jury that would have me. When I get done saying the term shock jock.
Oh, yeah.
They're never going to use me. And yet, they are going to keep me how long down there?
The last time I got jury duty.
Oh, don't make me cringe.
If you want to know. And trust me, I was dismissed immediately as soon as I got put in a jury pool for saying shock jock. But it took me 3 days to even get to say to someone, shock jock.
Oh, my God.
I sat in the jury pool, that big room where all you have to do is read the magazine that you brought in yourself. I sat in there for 2 full days. Each day got told to go home, never even went to a courtroom. The 3rd day, finally got into a courtroom on a possession case and said shock jock, and I was dismissed as soon as they were done.
Here's the situation. They're not going to use me. Can I send an intern down there and let them say you have made a mistake, you contacted a shock jock, who, if you put him on the jury, trust me, is never going to find anybody guilty.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah. Just send the intern there to just let them know what they need to know already.
Will that be okay with them, or will they have a problem?
I think they'll have a problem. I think they'll have a problem without getting you in person.
All right, here's the situation. A lot of us have people to help us. And I think, actually, Wonder Boy would do better on a jury than me. Why? And I'm trying to give you somebody.
Why should you be penalized for having somebody that helps you?
I don't know yet. That's what I don't know.
For having a manservant.
And, and here's the other thing. I could send Wonder Boy down there with a tape recorder. I could listen and everything. Mm-hmm. That'd make my decision. Why do I have to be there to be on a jury?
Apparently, that's just the way it works in this country, Ronnie. They want you in person at your jury duty.
All right, this one answers feedback. Obviously, they're guilty. Why would they have been arrested? I mean, do I need to put makeup on and go down there? Is it like being drafted to Vietnam? What's the quickest way to get out of jury duty? Is there a way? I'm never voting again because of this. Now, the good thing about Manhattan is if they don't use you, they won't try again for 4 more years.
Oh, that's nice. All right.
Here's my problem. I don't want to waste 3 days this week. I mean, you were saying it took 3 days in some podunk town.
Right. It took me 3 days to even get to my good shock jock excuse.
Right.
Before I even had anyone that I could lay it on. Because I filled out the paperwork and I wrote shock jock.
I have a shirt that says, "What the F you looking at, Sparky?" Maybe I'll wear that in there.
That might be the way to go.
Who you eyeballing, Dickweed?
See, that's the thing. You got to get the attention quick. But if you...
maybe this is a Billy Staples situation.
He's a homebody.
Yeah.
He would love to sit in a jury pool. A nice, relaxing jury pool.
He's sitting in a urine pool right now. Why not a jury pool?
And let me tell you this, Ronnie. It's not really a pool. You think you're going to be comfortable. No, it's just a room with chairs. No. It's not actually a pool. I'll tell you that right now. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, shock jock's a great excuse to get you out of it, but I didn't get to play that card till day 3.
I'm saying this on the air right now. Whatever my case is, I'm talking about the whole time on the air. Hey, Anthony. Anthony, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Anthony.
What's up, big-ass cardholder 13505?
All right, buddy.
Hoo-ah! Thank you. Yeah, the easiest way to get a jury duty is if they call you and you fill out, like, you get the form, it says, like, you know, your name, all that stuff. With additional comments, you can just put, "I am racist," and they don't accept you at all because you got to be, like, you have to know nothing about anything to be on a jury.
Well, if that's easy. If it's that easy, I'm down.
So they'll look at the form and immediately get Ronnie out of there?
That's all you got to do. Or another thing is if you go down the first day...
I'll write in that form in blood if I have to. Just stay out of there for 3 days.
If you see, like, the person, you can just be like, oh, you know, like, I've seen this guy before. I think I know this guy. I think I know someone. I know his sister or something.
Here's the problem. In Manhattan, they've got so many cases going on, they can put you on, like, 25 different ones.
Oh, God, I never even thought of that.
I mean, you know they need people. Hey, John. John, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, John.
Hey, Ronnie, you're looking to get out of jury duty.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell him, you know, I feel like being a homebody. I don't think I feel like leaving the house.
Thank you very much.
Gotta get rid of that Staples. He's sucking the life out of you guys.
Yeah, he is. He's killing me.
And I came in here tonight in a good mood. Yeah. Ronnie knows. I told him I've been in the first good mood in a while.
All right, what happened with that Al call? We just had an Al call.
What happened there?
He thought he had someone. I don't know who it was, but he lost him.
I put him on the air with me next time he calls because I'd like to get something going between him and us.
Okay.
So it makes some sense.
You got it.
Even if it's just Al next time he calls.
Hey, Billy, are you still down there next to the red light?
Still down here next to the red light, failing miserably.
Which red light?
57 to 7.
57 to 7. All right. All right, hold on. Failing miserably.
The fool in the rain is out there.
All right, Fezzy, if nothing else, know the fact that you're dry. You're having a bad night, but you're dry.
Exactly. So that's called looking on the bright side.
I am going to be effed. 3 days?
3 days is what I got.
You know me, Fezzy. I'm not very good in the waiting thing.
No, I know that.
Now, what about my sore throat? Should that get me out of it?
Oh, maybe there's a medical way out of it before you even get there.
Well, that means I have to go to the doctor.
You'll need the note.
More waiting. More waiting.
You'll have to go to their waiting room instead of the jury waiting room.
All right, how do I get out of jury duty? 877-692-1027. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez, 102.7 WNEW.
One of us is going for jury duty, and it's not me. We're Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I'm going in on...
Wednesday, did you say?
Wednesday.
That screws up your whole week.
Right.
Ruins it. So, Ronnie, looking to get out of the jury duty.
Among other things. I'm looking to get out of things, Fez, no matter what it happens to be.
Oh, there's a long list of things you'd love to get out of.
Hey, Bob. Bob, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Fez, how are you?
Yeah, cool.
Good, Bob.
Listen, I've been getting jury duty things for the last 20 years. I throw them away. They've never caught me yet.
All right, where do you live?
I live in New York.
In the city?
Yeah.
See,
and I defy them. I defy them. I figured I'll just say, hey, you never send it to me. And, how are they going to prove it?
Maybe that's my way out of this.
And the other thing is, if you go, if you go there, all you have to do is tell them he's guilty. Guilty of something. And they're going to
I understand that, but Fez's point is, you get shoved in a jury pool to sit for days while they're just pulling names.
I was 3 days before I even got to a point where I could look at a defendant and go, guilty son of a bitch.
Wait a minute, 3 days. What time do you got to show up for these things?
I was there in the morning.
I don't get up in the morning.
And then left maybe, 2, 3 in the afternoon?
That's my whole day.
And just in a big, stupid room with rows and rows of chairs. And I thought they'd have activities for us. The first day I was completely off.
Hey, Michael, you're on Ron and Fez.
You get a lunch break. Hi, Michael.
11996, gentlemen. All right. Now, the idea to get out of jury duty, obviously, Fez is right. You want to try to get picked on the pool. Any attorney will let you out, but you got to make them your friend, but you want to put the day in. So when they go to relieve you or put you back in the pool, the jury clerk, you say, hey, look, I was here all day. No one wants me. He may be able to get you out. If you don't get picked on the pool, you got to start making friends with the jury clerk early and ask for hints what he wants you to do in order to get out. You should be able to knock it down to a day.
All right, Ronnie. Now, this is Michael, the attorney, saying you got to at least put in a day.
Right. The other way to do it is...
That's not what we're looking for.
A day, to me, sounds like death.
A day. I mean, you don't want to get thrown in jail for not showing up, and God forbid you win the lottery. They find out you didn't show up for jury duty, tell them to take your winnings.
What if one of his interns shows up?
Wouldn't it be better if I sent an intern?
Well, you could do that also, but, you're a famous guy. They're all going to know who you are.
Yeah, right. All right, thanks a lot. All right, so I'm effed. I'm effed, Fezzy.
According to that attorney, it sounds like you're effed.
Here's Spiro. Spiro, you're on Manifest.
Hello, Spiro.
How you doing, gentlemen?
Yeah, what can we do for you?
When you go down there, just tell me something from some kind of bipolar disorder or something like that. You can't decide whether he's guilty or not.
I do. That's not the problem.
Do you need a bipolar note?
You can't be more bipolar than me. I'm flip-flopping back and forth all the time. Hey, Pete, you're on Run a Fez.
Yeah, this 125.14. Yo, all you gotta do to get off all jury duty in general is just go in there, just be shaking and, constantly move your hands.
I do that. You don't understand.
No,
all these
when
things
people
are
are talking to you, just pick your nose and, eat it right in
That's
front of them.
going to happen anyway.
No, you're not going to get it if you're all distracting.
I am all distracting. No one in their right mind would pick me for anything.
Well, then don't worry about it. You're natural. You get out of it.
Now, Fez said, I don't want to take 3 days to get out of something. I just want to not go.
I know. Here's the thing. When I went in, completely ignorant, is there somebody when you first walk through the door?
Can I call someone? I don't want to walk through that door. When I walk through
You walk through the door, they got you.
They got me. Plus, I'm sitting here thinking, am I wanted for anything? I don't know.
Sure.
Last thing I'm going to be in the courthouse.
You take that guy's jittery suggestion, next thing you know, background check.
Right. Or somebody on the trial just looks up and goes, I think he date raped me once because I look...
Ronnie, is that you?
I look like a Kennedy. I'm not going to lie to you.
And she's trying to climb out of the jury box at you.
All right, Sal. Sal, you're on Manifest.
Hey, Sal.
Hi, the best way, you want to test the system out.
Yeah, I want to put the system on trial.
Exactly.
Great.
If that doesn't work for you when you're in the jury pool, masturbate furiously.
I'm going to be doing that anyway. Here's what I'm trying to explain. All these things, that's just my natural personality. I will be jittery, I'll be bipolar, and I'll be spanking. Yet still, Fez says, even knowing all that, it's going to take me 3 full days.
No one paid any attention to me till I actually walked into a courtroom.
You're about in a day.
All right.
Take care.
See, that's not right. See, people think if they cut it down from my 3 days to your 1 day, they're doing you a favor.
No, leaving the house is my big problem right now. I don't understand. Get me a Wonder Boy.
Get the Wonder Boy in here.
Get the Wonder Boy in here.
Go get him. Isn't there a legal thing called a proxy?
Yeah. By the way, we haven't heard back from Billy for a while. How's his gig coming along?
I don't know.
Do we have his number?
Can we call Billy Staples?
I'll call him. Yeah. See how that's coming along. I know he's a homeboy. Wonder Boy.
Yes.
Welcome back from Florida.
Thank you. It's nice to be back.
We'll be talking to you in just a little bit.
Okay, cool.
And looking at the 50 topless women. And don't tell us yet how many you got.
Right. No. We want to be surprised.
Right. Take a guess and if you had to guess, Fez, right now.
9.
9?
Yes.
He would never fail like that. I'm gonna say he didn't get it, but I'm gonna say he got 43.
Wow.
And I'll tell you this, without even saying anything.
Yes.
If he got 43, I'm gonna be so proud I'll put it through. And I'll leave it at that.
Really?
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna take it down one. 37.
37?
If he got 37, and I'm not looking at him.
Where are you coming up with these figures?
I know that's cheating. All right, Wonder Boy, you might be going to jury duty, you lucky bastard.
Nice, thanks.
Have you ever been to jury duty before?
Can I, in all honesty, no, and I always wanted to go. I just thought it'd be exciting to be in a jury.
Why would that be exciting?
Well, to see the legal system up close and stuff.
No, I want to see my TV up close.
What a geek.
All right, hold on. We got Al on the line. Does he got somebody? Okay, it doesn't. Hey, Al?
Yes.
You're on the air, buddy. How are you?
Very good.
How's everything going there at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? You started gangbusters.
Yeah, with Kate Pierson for the B-52s.
Sure. Yeah, it hasn't started yet still. They're still just milling around eating dinner right now, but no one's presented anything yet. I did see a couple other people, but this was before airtime. Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20.
Oh, nice.
Paul Schaefer.
Now, did you talk to Rob Thomas?
Actually, he was...
Oh, were they serving the food at that point?
No, it was before 7, and he kind of flew, and he was the first guy I saw.
Yeah.
Any chance of getting Mickey Thomas from Starship?
I'll look around.
No, this is Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, I thought they said shame. All right.
And then I saw Bjork come through.
Nice.
Shoot, that was exciting. And then, for some reason, Richard Belzer is here.
Beautiful, because he's the Bells. Now,
Yeah.
are you or are you not having fun with this?
Oh, it's great. It's
Can you figure
electric.
Could you figure out why Billy wouldn't want to do this?
No, because I thought Billy was a fan of rock and roll, like I am.
Tonight he tells us he's not, and then he also says he's more of a home guy that wants to stay here. So, Rory, we sent him out to interview a stoplight earlier. How's he doing out there?
He's going to call in like 2 minutes.
How's things going for him?
How did he feel out there?
He said he was very wet and kind of upset.
Why is he upset?
This is the assignment he asked to take.
He's just kind of wondering why he's out there. And I said, you're going to interview people out on the streets. So
good answer.
That he said. What, did he not say? Oh, I would do that because that's funny.
That's
why he
said. Yeah.
I can't stand being judged all the time. Al, I hate to say this.
Yes.
You're my go-to guy right now.
Oh, my gosh.
If you remember when you guys interviewed me for this job, I told you I was a rocker.
Yes, but...
I thought you were Marty DeJetti.
I thought you meant that you were a chair that actually goes back and forth. Because that's what you look like to me.
Neither one of us realized what you meant by that.
All right, so you're having fun.
You also
then.
told us you were a producer. We haven't held that against you.
Right. But you're having fun, right?
Yeah, it's great here.
All right, and the ceremony hasn't even started yet?
No, they said it might start till about 9 o'clock.
All right,
we'll have fun. All right?
Yeah,
I will. It's another night off.
Absolutely.
All right.
See if you can get like a half-eaten roll from somebody.
Okay.
Now I'm starving. I saw Hard Rock Johnny's name up there earlier, and then he disappeared. I was hoping this would be one of those times where we ask him for burgers. All right, Albert.
Okay, see ya.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
All right, Al Dukes, he's at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony going on now at the Waldorf. He's supposed to be in the media room.
Right.
So far, he's gotten his Kate Pierson from the B-52s.
Hey, Elliot, you're on Run and Fez.
Elliot.
Buddies, how are you?
Good.
Anyway, to get you out of jury duty permanently and forever, just go in and say you're a convicted felon.
I am. What's
That's
the big deal there?
Just say you had a felony conviction for drug possession when you were in Florida. They'll never check it out. You'll be out within an hour, and they'll never call you again.
That's all true. All right, thank you very much.
All right, so at least now you're down to an hour. I had you at 3 days. The attorney that called earlier had you at 1 day. This guy says convicted felony on your record will get you out in an hour.
I'm still leaving the house. That's the part I don't like, though.
See, that's the problem we're working on.
Hey, Avery, you're on Ron and Fez.
Avery.
Yeah, hi.
What can we do,
buddy?
Yeah.
13-3. All right. First of all, that last guy, he was wrong.
Yeah,
because if you tell them they're a convicted felon, they're going to check it out.
I'll just tell them I'm a convicted fellow.
But I got you a foolproof way to get out of it.
Yeah.
How's that?
You'll definitely be there at least 1 day, but you'll get called the first day because your last name's with a B.
Oh, it's alphabetical?
Well, no, it doesn't go alphabetical, but because your name's so high on the alphabet, they'll call you the first day. Because my last name is
That seems alphabetical.
And damn, my Watley parents left me there for the 3rd day.
If Abbott and Avery go before me...
But check it out. This is how you get out of it. You listening?
I'm listening.
Go in there. They're going to call you, right? If you're on a criminal case, you tell them that you trust cops in everything that they say. And you don't. And anybody that goes against the cop, you don't believe them.
All right, this sounds like you're still having to wait till you get into a courtroom and be there with prosecutors.
But you'll
and
be
DAs.
there on the first day. They'll call you into a courtroom the first day. I'm telling you.
All right, but all this is true.
And if you get called on a civil case, you tell them that you don't trust lawyers. You will be out of there, and the jury clerk.
That's also true.
When the judge sends you back, the jury clerk will tell you to get out of there.
All right, this is the only thing I'm going to say to Fez.
Court's adjourned. Court's adjourned.
That's a little Judge Dredd for you. Hey, Kristen, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing? Oh, I'm sorry, Jimmy.
Hello, Jimmy.
Jimmy, then I'll go to Christian. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Jimmy?
Then I'll go to Kristen. Kristen, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Kristen.
Hi.
Yeah.
First of all, I love you guys.
Thank
Listen
you.
to you every night.
Finally, someone loves us.
How you get out of jury duty? Just tell them you're racist against everyone and you even hate yourself.
That's all true.
And you hate yourself.
Well,
that's all true. 3 days later, I'm still sitting there. All that I can actually prove, Fezzy. All right, thanks a lot.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Thanks, Kristen.
All right, Fezzy, it's back to Billy at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, Billy's not there.
Billy!
Hey, fellas, down here, 56 and 7. Do you want to say hi on the radio?
Billy, you're not allowed. Billy.
Hello there. Hi.
You got to tell Billy that people have to know that they're being put on the radio.
He can't just throw people on the radio without telling them.
And put him back on with us, okay?
All right.
So we can explain that to him.
Just by himself.
Yeah.
And the raindrops. 877-692-1027.
Hey, Al, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Al.
Hey, Ronnie, Fez.
Yeah.
Simple. They just passed a ruling yesterday that if your company doesn't pay for your full pay for the day, you don't have to serve in jury duty.
Well, by the time
that was just sent down yesterday from in New York State.
By the time my day begins, I'll be out of jury duty. Unless, I get the OJ trial and have to sleep overnight.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be fun, huh?
Yeah, all right.
What's the per diem on one of those?
That's per day. The per diem is per day.
I thought it would be longer. Damn.
Sheepy says walk in with a bloodstained shirt and one sandal with a sock on. And one Nike high top.
That's Sheepy's look, all right.
Yeah, that's how Sheepy came in here.
It works for the sheep lover.
All right, Billy. Stop screaming. Here's how you do it. Listen to us. You're on the air, okay?
Okay.
All right, people can't go on the air without knowing that they're on the air, okay? So you just don't throw them on. And second, we only want famous people.
Right. We don't want just people walking by 56 and 7th.
I don't think I'm going to get very many famous people down here, guys, so...
Not with that attitude.
Well, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, so I'm coming back up.
What?
What was that last part? Now he hung up on us.
Tommy's got to get famous people.
Billy Staples, The Fool in the Rain. I'm 56 and 7th right now. Didn't want the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction assignment, so that's his.
Hey, Tina, you're on Ron and Fez.
I just wanted to tell you that I postponed jury duty as much as I could, and I went, and I served, and now they don't stop calling me. They call under my maiden name. Forget about it.
Now, somebody said in New York City that no matter what happens, they won't call you again for 4 years.
Well, they don't know that it's me, but what's the chances of them calling me under my married name and my maiden name? They just don't let go.
You must have been a great juror.
Oh, I wanted to serve.
Why?
No, because they put me on a criminal case with this guy that was accused of molesting a 9-year-old girl.
I'll kill that bastard.
Well, that's
I
what
will literally hop up and beat that priest to death.
It wasn't a priest.
Really? I thought you said molesting.
Well, it was stereotypical. It was a big black guy.
White people are so scared of black people.
Then I'd have to say this 9-year-old girl's a liar and a racist.
Well, that's what they were going to say.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't let me serve because I was a little too anxious.
Because you, too, were a 9-year-old girl at the time, and they thought you were prejudiced against the case.
All you wanted was get your KKK ass in there.
I don't have a KKK ass.
Well, let me see it, then. All right, honey.
Ronnie.
Talk to you later, baby.
Bye.
I was just teasing you.
God, ever since I was a kid, Mother used to say, if I ever get picked for jury duty, I'll just tell him Nixon didn't have to go to jail. Why should anyone? She still uses that line today. How many years after Watergate? She will not get off Richard Nixon's D about this.
Some people won't leave Nixon alone, and some people won't leave Clinton alone. And
Clinton she loves.
Weirdly enough, they're never the same people.
No,
Who cares what happened with Nixon?
I go, you scream that in a courtroom, they're taking you away to a medical facility.
Now, did you hear the latest Nixon tapes? Which these tapes won't go away.
All right, yeah, as we get more and more.
It's from, I think it was 1972. Him and the Honorable Reverend Billy Graham talking about the Jews. Well, the problem there, Mr. President, is the Jews are pornographers. They use their pornography to get the black man after the white woman.
Billy Graham apologizing for something that went on in 1972.
And he says he didn't remember saying it.
Oh, right, yeah. Saying that the Jews had a stranglehold, I guess, on the entertainment industry.
Well, sure. Once they got Sammy Davis Jr., that part's not a lie.
And this stranglehold has got to be broken, Mr. President, or this country's going down the drain.
All right, so he wants more WASP entertainers.
Go to Missouri.
Now, is he talking more about the people running the entertainment industry and publishing, not so much the acts?
Right. That's what he means.
And what is his problem?
Media executives for being responsible for the pornography.
And what's his problems with a Jew being at the top of, let's say, CBS or the New York Times? What's the big problem there, that they're putting their Jew things on us?
I know. Why is, let's say we just go with his pornography angle.
Right.
Jews are putting pornography on network television?
Yeah.
I'd love to see it.
That's the truth. If that happened, somebody would have a 30 share.
And he also said, I guess, allegedly, or truthfully, in 1972, that he hid his true feelings from Jewish friends, including former New York Times executive editor A.M. Rosenthal.
That pornographer?
That smut?
So
that rag he was putting out?
So now Billy Graham, like 80, has to decide what happens 30 years ago. I don't know what I was saying. I was crazy back then. It was the 70s. We all hated Jews.
And he, as part of his apology, he said he should have never just gone along with Nixon. So now it's Nixon again. I should have stood up to the president and disagreed with him.
Well, you know what? I guess if you're in the president's office, and that's got to be weird, and the president starts saying stuff like, them colored boys are sure fast runners, it would be hard to say, hey, don't be racist, Mr. President.
I know. I go into the Oval Office, and the president of the United States makes a chink joke. I'm seeing if I can hang with him. And try to make...
You're snapping a couple back.
Right.
Oh, they like to eat the lice so much, Mr. President.
Oh, ain't your Chinese secret, huh?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and riff so that the president will go, slap me on the back. So that's a good one, Watley.
You're nuts. Oh, Fezzy, I got to have you back. I got to have you back. You kill me.
Anytime.
So Billy Graham, complete maniac.
Yeah. And we find out, as... over the years, all the evangelists have fallen by the wayside. Jim Baker had imploded with his situation. Who was the Schwaggart?
Right.
I have sinned against you.
Every one of these guys is a liar. Right. Every one of them is an effing liar.
Oral Roberts went nuts saying he needed $1 million or gotta kill him.
Now, the Catholic Church, for some reason, there's a high percentage of priests that can't keep their dinks out of kids.
And it seems like we're finding out about more and more lately.
Well, right now, Bishop Egan, our bishop here in New York City, who runs St. Patrick's, he's getting in trouble, not so much for being a kid toucher, but for protecting them.
Now, I guess the situation is, and forgive me, I don't know the story, but when he was in charge of Bridgeport,
right?
The diocese
not the whole
there.
city, but just the diocese.
When he was mayor there of Bridgeport,
I now run Bridgeport.
So they were saying he covered up alleged allegations.
Hey, do we got Billy back on the phone? Maybe we can send Billy to St. Patrick's.
Okay. I can have him do that.
Yeah, call him.
Have we gotten him back yet?
Is he still at 57th to 6? Because people are calling from there.
Yeah, he was just, I just talked to him, and he was trying to get someone to interview.
Someone famous. Nice. That's his new assignment now.
All right, so the situation there is, Fez, that when a priest finds out another priest has touched a kid, he doesn't call the police. He just tries to get them reassigned.
He tries to deal with the priest.
Right.
Not the child.
Not the child or the law.
Right,
because let's face
definitely
it,
not the law.
You're breaking the law here as well. Now, one good thing about the Catholics is they'll come up and pay the family.
Oh, yeah, there's settlements. That's no problem there. And they get paid out.
We're sorry that your kid got rubbed, but how'd you like to have a new car? How about a station wagon for the family? One of these SUVs.
Now that he's old enough to drive, wouldn't he enjoy a nice new car?
Honey, I'm sorry that you had to see the priest crank, but wouldn't you love to go to Disney World? Maybe that'll take your mind off of what he did to you.
And I know the Diocese of Brooklyn, they've got allegations going there, too, about one of its priests in the 70s molested 2 brothers from Queens. One of those brothers went on to become a priest himself.
Well, then he doesn't have a case.
Now he's on the inside. He would have to sue himself.
So he's going to come up with this... You know, to me, that would have turned me off, but everybody's different.
To him, he loved the lifestyle.
Hold on, we got Al back.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Al, you're on the air. Hey, Al.
Hey, I just wanted to call you guys. Isaac Hayes is conducting the theme from Shaft right now.
All right, now, so the show has started?
The show has kicked off right at 8:30. They had a couple of speeches early on, and Isaac Hayes was the first one to come out, and he's performing right now.
All right, now, also, he ought to do some of his chef stuff as well.
Salty balls.
Salty balls. Or that hooker song that we love so much and played here all the time.
The prostitute song.
Yeah, the prostitute song.
Is he being inducted for his work as Isaac Hayes or as chef?
I think as Isaac Hayes for tonight.
Man, it's loud there, Al.
Yeah, he's rocking right now.
And you're just having the best time, aren't you?
I'm enjoying this. This is really a part of rock and roll history right now.
Yeah. So are you. You've become a part of rock and roll history.
Yes, thank you.
All right. All right, sounds great, I'd say. All right, let's see if we can't get this live from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Fezzy.
A prostitute is someone who would love you no matter who you are, what you look like. Yes, it's true, children. That's not why you pay a prostitute. No, you don't pay for her to stay. You pay her to leave afterward. That's why I pays a lot for prostitutes.
All right. They cut him off there.
Sure.
They got to keep that show moving.
Sure. Well, you know.
It's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction.
Hi, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, go ahead.
We had a priest update thing.
Oh, nice.
Right, there's Billy. Hey, Billy.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Boy, there aren't as many famous people on the streets of New York as you might think, guys. But I'm still looking. Hi, can I talk to you on the radio for a second?
Is it famous?
No? Okay. That was a resounding no.
No, they weren't famous, or no, they don't want to talk to you?
Hey, right now at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Isaac Hayes is playing.
I think it was Soon-Yi, I'm not sure.
You didn't hear me, Billy?
Yeah, Isaac Hayes, I heard you. Yeah, should have been there. Hey, come on my part.
I can't understand.
I don't understand him either.
Still looking. Oh, here we got some more people.
Billy, you got 2 hours.
See ya.
Wow.
Someone just yelled no at the Fool in the Rain.
Yeah. So maybe the only thing to do with these damn priests, Fezzy, shut the church down. Shut the whole damn thing down until you people can work it properly. Take the summer off.
Now, isn't it a situation where they're asking Cardinal Egan, hey, start naming names now? Is that back from Bridgeport days, I'm wondering? Or is that now?
Bro, they sit around and talk about this stuff like it's all fun and games anyway. Oh, you remember, that was the summer of '85 when we had the O'Leary twins. Those were crazy days. Maybe the Catholic Church would be better if you either, A, let women be priests, because you never hear of a situation where, a woman touched them.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Women seem to be able to control this urge. And if you don't want to do that, how about letting the priests get married?
That would help an urge.
Yeah. That might, although, and you know, it is not going to stop people from being pedophiles. A pedophile is a whole different class of person. It's not even like you can give a pedophile a woman and he'll stop being a pedophile.
Yeah.
This is just a crazy person. A sick, misguided, crazy person who needs medical and psychological help. But the thing is, at least you'll be getting a better class of person who wants to join up and be priest. Because most people don't unless they know they're going to get laid every once in a while.
877-692-1027.
Hey, Miguel. Miguel, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Miguel.
Hello?
Miguel. Yeah, buddy.
What's going on, Ron Fez? How you guys doing?
We're calling the gang.
Good, buddy. What can we do for you?
No, I think you guys should hang these priests like witches back in the Salem days.
Maybe that's what we do. We burst in there with some torches, and we light a couple priests on fire till they know we mean effing business.
We burn a few.
Yeah.
And that sends the message. I'm with you, Miguel.
And then violate them at the same time, see how they like it.
Well, now you're just trying to get turned on yourself. I'm better off with either just burning them or putting a door on them, and then we keep putting rocks on that door.
Nice.
Oh, God.
Hey, Ron Fez.
I forgot about the door treatment.
Yeah.
Yo, guys, I'm over here at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, man. It's pretty nice.
All right, cool.
All right,
well,
you have to check it out on Wednesday, man.
Al Dukes is over there, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll run into him.
Look for the guy that looks like he completely does not belong whatsoever.
Al Dukes and Black Earl.
Sounds like me.
All right, my friend.
They'll be doing Ebony and Ivory tonight.
All right, safe.
Take care.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Steve.
What's going on?
Yeah.
What's up?
What can we do for you, buddy?
Steve?
You called us.
You guys hear me?
All right, hold on, Steve, because when you call us, you can't try to figure out what we're doing.
Yeah, we didn't call you for you to go, hey, what's going on?
Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah, Steve, get ass cancer. Listen, this Cardinal Egan, man, this guy is, like, unbelievable. He still refuses to go and cooperate. He still says, like, he won't turn priests in.
What the hell? He's not in the mafia. He's an effing priest.
He's a made priest.
You would think, all right, if I'm a priest, I'm going to protect God's children, not protect people who hurt them.
All of these guys, when he was up in Bridgeport, they had, like, dozens of priests, like, that got away with all kinds of garbage. You know, none of them even got fired. They still get paid. Some of them went on to different parishes and still, like, destroyed these kids' lives. I know, you know, this is, like, insane, man. The people, and I hear, like, people are really, like, starting to, like, not go to church anymore.
Well, that's been going on since the 60s. That's been going on since the 60s.
Well, listen.
But if you put it this way, all right, someone is caught at their job being a pedophile.
Right.
So they move them to Missouri. All right.
Kids in Missouri?
You're rubbing kids in New York. I'll tell you what. We're going to send you to St. Louis, my friend. You're out of the top market. Or they send them to Africa or South America where you know, a kid needs a donut.
Right, where you let them run free.
Yeah.
Then it's just a picnic.
Maybe that's what I want to say at jury duty. I want to say you're letting kids get touched by priests, yet I'm getting called in here.
You're excused. Thank you, Mr. Bennington. Have a good day. Your $5 a day will be in the mail.
Hey, Anthony. Anthony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Anthony.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
I think you should send Fezzy undercover. He should solve the problem.
With priests? We ought to send him under the covers with priests. That's the only thing to do. Put Fez under a blanket with a priest and see how long it takes.
I'll go in as a nun. A really unattractive nun.
You know why?
If that's not being redundant.
Why hasn't there ever been a frying nun with her own cooking show?
What a great idea!
for the Food Network. It's the Frying Nun. And she's just got chicken going.
Sure, great convent recipes.
I love that. Now I'm starving.
That's perfect.
Is this the thing where Hard Rock Johnny's not working tonight?
So how many nights does he get off?
He's all but unemployed now.
I made a call into him. I'm going to wait for him to call back.
And he hasn't called back, has he?
He hates
If he hasn't called back, he's not at work.
You know, here's the problem.
And we're screwed,
He tried to call us earlier, and we didn't get to him in time. I was back in the Billy days.
Those dark days of the show.
Yeah. All right, Rich. Rich, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, Rich.
2574 here. Thanks a lot. I was calling up because I was reading a Sunday paper, and there's a New Jersey priest. He got reassigned after he was convicted of molesting a child, and they sent him to a children's hospital. So they're basically putting him in the candy store, and the kids are trapped.
Great, where the kids are sedated.
Sure. I mean, he could just come on in, take his choice. It's like, I don't know which one I want today.
All right, here's the first things I say we do. Let them know we're serious. We start breaking up these churches. And we stop their money flow like we're trying to do with the terrorists. Because I'm telling you, you cut off the church from its cash, and they're going to have to listen to you.
Start freezing the accounts. That was the first thing we did on the war on terrorism.
Yeah, like that's worked. But we start bricking these churches up. All right, right now I pick Bridgeport. Bridgeport has no more church.
Hear that, Bridgeport? The reports this article I got here, the sealed court documents indicate that Edward Cardinal Egan, when he was in Bridgeport, he allowed several priests facing allegations of sex abuse to keep working while he was bishop there. And I guess only one got defrocked for sexual offenses.
Now, what's defrocked mean? They actually pulled out of a child?
I think. They had their frock removed. I think that means you're depriested.
They're taking their frock off too much. I say put an extra frock on them. We put a lock on the frock.
Start frocking them up a little bit. Layers, people, layers.
I'm worried about the kids getting frocked by a priest. Not defrocking.
Defrocking is what we want, I guess. It's hard to tell with this legalese.
Hey, Tom. Tom, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, Tom. Boys, what's up?
Hey, buddy.
This is the reason why Sinead O'Connor ripped up that picture of the Pope on Saturday Night Live, is because she was opposed to all of these priests getting away with it.
She's the best.
Yeah, they should have listened to her. Had they listened to her, none of this would have been happening.
You know what? Everybody should have started tearing up pictures of the Pope.
And shaving their heads.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, totally. All right, see you guys.
All right, see you. You know what I said when I saw this Sinead O'Connor?
What's that?
Nothing compares to you.
Nothing?
Nothing compares to you.
What did Sinatra say about her after she tore up the picture? That's one dame I'd like to bust in the chop, something like that.
Oh, that wasn't the real Sinatra. That was the Saturday Night Live Sinatra.
Oh, I thought it was actually Sinatra said something, and I thought they took a parody of that.
No, they just parody on their own.
Oh.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. 877-692-1027, Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW.
Terrorists get their passports approved. Great. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled Fezitorial. Well. 2 of the terrorists involved in the 9/11 attacks have been approved by the Immigration Department to be in our country with student visas. And I haven't seen this much uproar over a visa since that time Father got his credit card bill showing a charge for 8 different Preschoolers Gone Wild videos that I ordered. Nothing could be further from the truth. I only ordered 3. Naptime Nasties, Recess Romp, and something called Kindergarten. But what really deports my little alien is the fact that the Immigration and Naturalization Service could make such a stupid and totally inexcusable mistake. If this wasn't so pathetic and tragic, it would be laughable. Not to mention, how are we supposed to feel safe knowing federal agencies are admitting known terrorists into the country? You federal boneheads, you've done it again. What's next? Government clearance for Osama bin Laden to work in the Pentagon? How about approving Andrea Yates to run a foster home? I'm surprised the federal government hasn't sent the Unabomber Ted Kaczynski a notice saying he passed his civil service exam and can start with the U.S. Postal Service next week. The government we're depending on to protect us now can't be making these mistakes, like giving a small business loan to the guys who sell Darryl Strawberry as crack. or giving a pilot's license to the kid who flew into a Tampa office building, or just going ahead and granting full citizenship to Manuel Noriega, Saddam Hussein, and Pol Pot. After this government screw-up, I wouldn't be surprised to see Mark David Chapman get a gun permit, Hockey Dad to get a grant to start a local youth hockey league, or Lisa Left Eye Lopes to be named Fulton County Fire Marshal in Atlanta. Something has to be done to fix this government problem before Richard Reed, the shoe bomber, is cleared to work airport security, before Paula Poundstone gets a building permit to build the first ever girls-only daycare center, and before Willie Nelson starts getting tax refund checks from the IRS. Idiots. But you know, this whole thing reminds me of growing up in Pinellas, Florida, where our city government ran smoothly thanks to our mayor. And by mayor, I mean M-A-R-E, a cute little female pony, which due to a ballot screw-up and a massive write-in campaign, was actually elected our mayor. M-A-Y-O-R. But it was there that I learned how important immigration is to some people. I remember Mother discussing this issue out in the barn with our handyman named Boo Boo, who was an immigrant, and I didn't even know it. But I found out when I heard Mother telling him how bad she wanted him in her country, and how she wanted him to experience her country, and feel her country, and taste her country. In fact, she was so excited, she wasn't even saying the whole word country. She was just saying her... Wait a minute. Mama's cooch. No, Mama's cooch. No. Anywho, the INS ought to be ashamed of itself. After all, this is the same government agency that kicked out that cute little Cuban boy, Elian Gonzalez, while admitting known murderers to America. It's unforgivable. Because trust me, if there's one thing this country needs, it's more cute little Cuban boys. INS, we are citizens here, and we should need protection from our own government. And as citizens, we will stand together and tell you, we're here, we're queer, we will not disappear. This has been my Fezitorial. Thank you. Would someone please let Ronnie know that the Fezitorial replay is done? Thank you, Hawk.
All right.
Ronnie, you missed the replay.
I heard a little bit of it, Fezzi. I thought it was fantastic.
What'd you hear?
You finally take on Darwinism. Oh, tell me this.
I did not take on Darwinism.
Tell me this. How come God didn't make an Adam and Steve then, huh?
It had nothing to do with Adam and Steve.
Although eventually he did make a Steve.
Well, you think? You know, everyone knows one.
Right. So I guess
no matter what Anita Bryant has to say.
So that was good. You took on Anita Bryant.
I did not.
Ll tell you this, my friend. You took her down a peg.
I was talking about
put the mirror up to her and made her look at herself for a change.
It was the Immigration Service.
All right, we're going to talk to Wonder Boy and Tenacious C about their trip to Florida, Fezzi.
They got to go to spring break, all part of National Lampoon's new film Van Wilder.
And they're going to have a chance to meet Tara Reid, go to a bunch of parties, and get 50 pictures of topless girls so that they would get their own air check. Fezzi, I lowered that tonight to 37.
Wow, down to 37?
Yeah.
All right, the original deal was for 50 topless photos of women at spring break with a Ron and Fez logo in front of them to prove that they're not internet fakes. 50 got a 10-minute air check.
Right.
For Wonder Boy, Joe Poo, and Rachel the Tenacious C.
I've dropped that to 37.
100 got them a full break.
I'll drop that to 50.
Wow!
So the original deal, Fezzi, now becomes 50.
All right.
Before we even ask that,
okay,
how'd you guys do? Did you feel like you had fun down there?
Yeah, you had a lot of fun. It was a really fun trip.
Radio's fun?
Oh, yeah.
Put some headphones on, honey, so you can hear us. Now, the other situation is this. Somehow people found out what room you were staying in?
Yeah, I got a lot of
calls.
I got a lot of phone calls when I was down there. A lot of people wanted to call up and wish me well, tell me what they thought of me.
Now, how did that happen?
All right, here's one of my tips for when you travel again. You don't tell the listeners your phone number.
Right.
That's my thing. So that way you can sleep through the night.
Sometimes I get nervous when I talk with you guys, and I feel like I say more things than I should. So maybe I was just trying to have something to say.
I know You guys heard Billy turn down the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing. Is that something you'd like to do?
I would have went in a heartbeat to go meet what's left of the Ramones and stuff. That would have been awesome.
All right, let me ask you this. What's wrong with Billy?
Any idea?
I mean, you guys have been here long enough. What's the problem?
Billy doesn't really talk with us as much as he just asks us to do things for him by telling us to do it.
Drinks?
More ice?
All right, here's another thing that Billy and everybody should know. These are our interns.
Yes.
Not when you want cigarettes or beer. There are interns.
Ron and Fez's intern.
Right. So
when we want cigarettes and beer.
All right, before, and you guys had a nice place? You had a nice hotel?
Yeah, the hotel was beautiful. It was Marriott Bay, and it was really nice.
Now, did you two share a room?
Actually, no.
No.
Did you have the opportunity to?
No.
Did you have a chance to stop by her room and go, honey, wake up?
No, I think that they provided room calls for everybody. I mean, wake-up calls. I got one, so.
Yeah, you need a wake-up call.
You need a wake-up call from life.
I walked right into that, I know.
Yeah. All right, I guess let's just listen to their interview.
All right.
And you guys think it went well?
Yeah, I think we did a really good job.
All right.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident
Now,
about
Tara Reid, star on the rise, I'd say. And this movie is called what?
It's called National Lampoon's Van Wilder, and it opens up on April 5th. It was very funny.
And closes on the 6th. All right, so...
They're hoping this becomes another National Lampoon franchise.
They are on the way flying back here. They saw it on the plane.
Wow, that's fast.
Which was quick.
All right, so you interviewed the female lead, as we say in the biz.
Right.
Tara Reid. All right, here's Wonder Boy and Rachel the Tenacious C with Tara Reid.
Okay. So, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Nice to see you again.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, let's stop everything.
Please.
All right, let's stop everything. Now, that's her that sounds that rough?
Yes.
All right, I don't already want to be ball busting you guys. I wouldn't open up the interview by saying okay.
So, what's up? She knows what's up. She's got a movie.
Now, this is one of those deals where she had to sit through a lot of people interviewing her one day.
Yeah, tons.
What do they call those now? It's like the...
I always call it a junket.
Press junket, yeah.
Oh, my gosh, what is wrong with her?
Yeah.
Are you interviewing Tara Reid or
Jessica Rabbit?
Vaccaro? Sounded like you're interviewing Kathleen Turner.
I thought it was Iris.
Hello, darling. Welcome, Wonder Boy and Tenacious C. All right. We will continue with the Tara Reid interview.
Okay. So, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Again?
When did you see her before?
I was just trying to act familiar with her.
Why? That's stalky and weird.
No, I've seen people on talk shows. They always act like the best friend of the guest, so I was just trying to act like we had an old rapport.
Good to see you, darling.
All right,
She went for it.
Normally, when those people say, like, nice to see you again, that's because they've done that show before. Or they've seen that person again. You know, if David Letterman says nice to have you back, he's not lying with a total stranger.
I just felt
Tom Cruise comes and sees him from time to time.
Well, maybe no one's listened to every show and they don't know that I haven't talked to her before.
They know you've never been in the room with her. They know you've never seen her before.
You know, there's nothing wrong with just meeting someone for the first time. That's some uncomfortable situation.
That's how we get to know people on this planet.
Well, she's from northern New Jersey, just like I am, and we're about the same age, so I figured maybe I ran into her somewhere else. That's all.
You figured this, or she... I'm telling you right now...
She looks familiar.
All right, how old is she with that voice of hers?
I think it's like 25.
You sound like she was chewing on cigarettes and Carson Daly.
You should have told her that it's good to see you again, Mr. Lula Bankhead. Hello. Hello, darling. All right. Continue?
All right, hold on. Before we continue, Fez, we got Al breaking in right here from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
All right. We'll go to Al Dukes at the Waldorf.
Hey, Al Dukes, what's happening?
Hey, Jewel just inducted Brenda Lee. Jewel was looking pretty hot tonight. She was wearing a cut-off Harley shirt and a denim mini skirt.
How embarrassing. You wore the same thing.
You know, that Jewel's got a pair of cans like that. To me, it's worth buying the album for.
Those are the family jewels.
She looked beautiful tonight.
How about Brenda Lee?
Brenda Lee had a lot of energy for someone who was older.
You know what? I think the person that should have inducted Brenda Lee should have been Geddy Lee.
From Rush?
Yes. Her son. All right, so you're hanging with Jewel, and let's go to Billy Staples.
Oh, nice.
Billy Staples.
Billy Staples. Billy? I hear him.
We got Billy on. But Al?
Yeah.
It sounds like you're having a better job.
Well, let me tell you also what's going on. Eddie Vedder took the stage to induct the Ramones.
Yeah.
20 minutes ago, he took the stage. He's still rambling. He's drinking from a bottle of wine. He has a mohawk that he says he's wearing because of frustration of world events and bombing.
Oh, God, Eddie.
Yeah,
it's a mohawk missile. I get it.
Why is he still alive?
I don't know. He will not get off the stage. It's literally been 20 minutes. I'm not joking.
Has he been? And he's bringing out who? The Ramones?
The Ramones, the remaining Ramones are kind of standing to the side of the stage.
But he hasn't even brought them up at all.
He mentioned, hey, the remaining Ramones are here. They took a real quick shot of them and right back to him and his mohawk and his bottle of wine.
And he's still rambling.
Still rambling.
Dang, VH1, you got some editing to do in the next 2 days.
They'll slice this down to nothing.
Yeah.
All right, I like the idea, though, of bringing out the punk by acting punk. That's smart.
No, he said he specifically said he wasn't looking punk to bring out the punk. That he
Way to blow it. Way to have a great idea and then blow it.
You know, I have a tough time with the world events, but I don't think my hair affects it.
Well, he said some people, sometimes that's the only thing you can do is turn on yourself, he said.
I'm getting a perm to stop global warming.
Right. That's not going to do it.
See what the greenhouse effect is doing to my hair?
I'm so upset about the 11th, I've grown a soul patch. So hopefully there won't be any more terrorist attacks. All right, do me a favor. Get him off the stage.
I think he's finally naming the Ramones, so I think they're going to come up to accept their award.
Well, I heard him just say he wants to... Yeah. Wow. That sounds great.
Yeah.
All right, Al.
By the time he's done, there ain't going to be any Ramones left.
That's true.
All right, stay in touch with us.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, Al. You're doing a good job.
All right, Al Duke's having a fun night because he took Billy's assignment, and Billy walking around in the rain.
Billy had 2 weeks to get ready for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductions. He knew he was going. Tonight, just backs himself off.
Roy, he's drinking again?
Yeah.
How bad? Let me guess. This bad?
When I talked to him on Friday night, he sounded pretty bad. Almost as bad as that night.
All right, get him to come back here. All right.
Lobster claw night.
Get him back.
We all remember that night. 4 rum and cokes.
All right, let's just go from one embarrassing thing to the next. We got Al at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Billy in the streets drinking, and our interns on the worst interview I've ever heard.
I swear, if we get called in for a progress report on this staff...
Here's what. I want you two to have a career in this business. I really do. So I'm going to burn this tape without anybody hearing it.
All right, back to Tara Reid. Wonder Boy and the Tenacious C interviewing Tara Reid at spring break.
You too?
All right.
After you.
Please, Rachel, after you.
All right, wait. Let's go back. Let's take it all the way back to the beginning, because I'm not even understanding it now.
You want the beginning of that or all the way to the very beginning?
All the way to the beginning.
Very beginning.
Because I don't know what's going on here, and I'm so uncomfortable.
Well, it took us a couple of minutes to get started.
Now, how much time does... Because I know, like Ronnie said, the press thing, all kinds of radio, TV people there. How much time did you have to interview Tara Reid?
We had 3 minutes to talk to her.
You had 3 minutes, and you've got her saying, no, after you. No, after you. No, after you.
How old is she?
80?
The voice sounds 80.
The face looks 80.
Really?
Really?
She's supposed to be hot.
I really thought I was having a flashback because her face was just melting. Oh.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Flashback to what, Rachel?
Acid. All right, so a lot of makeup?
Tons. All different colors, too.
Well, they're doing TV, though.
Not when we were there. There's no cameras. It was there's a radio setup.
They have to tell her there's cameras. They just make that up.
All right, Billy? Billy.
Yeah, I'm out, walk down by Times Square. I was hoping to find...
All right, come back up. Come back up, okay? Just come back up to the show. All right?
On my way.
I think he made the right choice. I think he's enjoying this much more than the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame very dry inductions.
Fezzy, why don't you play bad cop for a while? Let me be good cop. Let me go get donuts and beer with Rory, and you be bad cop for a while. All right, let's start the Most uncomfortable interview I've ever heard. Right from the top, this is our interns, Wonder Boy and Tenacious C, with the rising young star, Tara Reid.
So, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you. You too.
All right.
After you.
Please, Rachel, after you. See, the thing is, we're interns. We've never actually had to interview anybody before.
Oh, God.
We're new at this.
Oh, God.
So who did you connect with most on the film?
You know, everyone was awesome. And we all really got along. Like, there was no, like, tension. Like, no one...
Right, let's stop. She sounds exactly like Stevie Nicks.
She does. Good call.
She sounds like elderly Stevie Nicks. What do you mean, who did you connect with on the film?
That was your first question?
I was just so scared of her. I don't know. It was the face. I was in shock.
All right. Now, you get 3 minutes to interview Tara Reid. 30, Ronnie, 30 seconds have been...
No, you.
Uncomfortable grunting.
Then finally, our big first thing, who did you connect with? Well, I didn't connect with anybody. I'm acting.
There was no tension on the set whatsoever. Everything was lovely like my early days in vaudeville. I remember when I did Torch Song Trilogy with Matthew Broderick.
All right.
I worked with a very young Mikey D and Ken Berry.
We continue with the Tara Reid interview.
Everyone was awesome. And we all really got along. Like, there was no, like, tension. Like, no one... You know, sometimes you have someone that you don't get along with, and then it's an issue. But I got along with all of them, and so life was easy.
Hold on. Is she talking about a movie or high school?
She doesn't even sound coherent at this point.
If I get a movie, the last thing I'm going to be talking about is who I don't get along with or worried about. And I think you sent her down a crazy path, Rachel.
I know. What is she going to say at this point?
Everything was great. It was wonderful. I didn't like The Godfather because one day Robert De Niro called me fat ass. So I think the movie stinks. It took me back to the days of Louis B. Mayer. Everyone had problems with him except me. I called my ex-boyfriend Carson Daly and I said, what if I just suck on the sack one last time? Please. Let me sip the sack and see if we can get it back together again. I just want to be loved. That's it wrong.
This is so bad, guys.
This is really, really embarrassing. Here we go.
You know, it was a great time.
Is there anyone you won't really miss, or you're glad you're done working with now?
Lord in heaven!
This is all you can get?
I was trying to get the dirt.
Who asked this?
Ask about Carson Daly, then.
That's dirt. Oh, I didn't like the key grip. The key grip, he was a starer. He stared at me.
I couldn't wait to get away from the caterers. They wouldn't bring me Pall Malls. I asked for Pall Malls to be on the buffet every single day. I've had a hole drilled into my voice box so I can smoke directly through there. I won't miss the mean nurse that gave me chemo. My tracheotomy was successful and I'm back in.
All right, let's listen to the uncomfortable. This is Tara Reid, the fast rising young star, Fezzy.
Oh, yeah, if you can imagine, from the voice.
Yeah. With
Wonder Boy and Rachel the Tenacious C.
Oh, you mean on Van Wilder?
Uh-huh.
No. I would, if all movies were like that, my job would be really easy.
Go ahead.
Oh, please.
Come on.
You're doing such a good job. Is this a good interview so far, you think, that she's doing?
Yes. You guys are so funny.
Thanks, yeah. We are,
They're like,
we're a little nervous.
Why are you whispering? Why are you whispering to Tara Reid?
You didn't have one question prepared.
I thought I'd be thinking more things as it happened.
Not that I'm saying Tenacious C has done a great job of research here. Why not, even like Letterman, you see his little cards he's looking at.
I had cards and I just couldn't look down at them. I felt embarrassed that I didn't have anything better prepared. So I was a little frozen with
Tara Reid sounds like she's got a pound of phlegm in her throat, and yet you're the one choking on this.
What a waste a couple of plane tickets. All right.
Now, Rachel, you're doing really well. Go ahead. Continue after you.
I like chocolate.
All right, now that just came out of nowhere. No one asked what she likes, right?
No, I'm starving for chocolate.
You asked her if this is a good interview, and she said, I like chocolate.
I think she was trying to help us get started. I don't know. She just kind of was looking around with a blank stare.
Well, let's see if you followed up on the chocolate.
How do you find a good party? Could you give me some advice about that?
You never know. You never know. I mean, I think what makes good parties is who you're with, and you know.
Lizzie Grubman's
her.
You know, just laugh. You know, have a good time. Let your guard down.
You're talking about tips. While we're here, we're supposed to get 50 pictures of topless girls.
Oh, God.
Can you give them some tips on how to do that?
You're on your own on that one. I can't help you there.
I do appreciate you trying to help them.
They might just do it down here. You never know. They might just be, because people have beads. Remember, you invest in 50 different beads.
50 different beads.
Yeah, like 100 tonight, and I guarantee you'll get some.
Which ones are good beads to get?
Get the expensive ones.
Expensive beads?
Yeah, like not the little cheap ones. Get ones that are
just get the money from somebody than the beads.
All right, hold on. You're screaming at Tara Reid.
Why would I want to get beads?
You're now, instead of asking her about the movie that she's trying to push, you're telling her about the gig that we gave you on the side.
I thought that she could maybe help me out. Because I knew that this was Friday morning, and I had already lost one night, so I thought I really would have to kick it into overdrive and get some advice from a good expert partier.
All right, now I'm not trying to come down on you guys. This is the worst interview I've ever heard in my life.
It's just horrible.
And I'm just saying this. I don't think either one of you have any future in this business.
Now,
or any business, come to think of it. Not just radio or broadcasting, but I don't think you can make it at Walmart right now, running the camera section.
Now, she set you up here. You asked her, how do you find the good party? And she says, oh, you just got to hang out, you got to laugh, let your guard down. It all depends on who you're partying with. Lizzie Grubman, right there. There's your in. Why not ask her about that?
I forgot
about being there that night.
Oh, jeez. All right, let's keep going back.
Here we go. More.
They're not going to do it for $1, though.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You know what I mean? Instead of buying 35 cents, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know.
Nice.
There you go.
Is there anything else you want to ask? Well, thank you very much for your time. It was very nice meeting you.
Me too. You guys did a good job.
Thanks. Top notch.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, God, that was it. That was 2 plane tickets to Florida.
It ended up with dueling uncomfortable laughs. The Tenacious C going head-to-head with Tara Reid.
I actually feel sorry for Tara Reid. Hey,
oh,
Tom.
my gosh, that was horrible.
Tom, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Tom.
Don't be so hard on him, because I think Gary Morton was running interference with Lucy.
That wasn't Lucille Ball. That was Tara Reid.
I could have sworn I heard that Marlboro breath.
All right, thanks.
At any point during the interview, did Tara Reid break down and just go,
Vivian Vance has carried the show from time to time. There was no truth to the rumor that Vivian Vance had to stay 50 pounds heavier than me.
All right, well, that was just the uncomfortable part. They paid for the trip. So the real important thing is that you were going to go down there and get 50 pictures of topless girls in front of Ron and Fez signs. Fez, you have dropped it down to 37.
37 to get an air check, where we actually give up airtime and let Joe Poo, Wonder Boy, and Rachel the Tenacious C act like they're doing a radio show.
Now, I won't even ask yet and say this. When Fez and I would do, because we were from Florida, we would do shows at spring break, you would look out into the crowd at any time that you were hosting and see 37 topless women.
Non-stop.
People. You know, women will just come up. It's just insane. So I don't think that this was a difficult quest that we put you on here. Fezzy, you said you thought they got 9.
I said 9. I'm definitely going under 10. I know that much.
Even though, okay, we dumped out. We've done shows where we saw people performing the oral magic on each other. It's not a big deal to see topless women in Florida.
No. At spring break, they are a dime a dozen.
Yeah. Dozen, I mean 6 chicks. Now, because of that, why are you only picking 9 for them, Fezzy? Because they're kind of slackers, that whole generation?
I think slackers. I think he's already talking about how he lost the day because of phone problems with his room. I think he got preoccupied. I see how he choked with Tara Reid. He didn't ask her one question.
You did nothing. I'll say this, Tenacious D, you were awful, but you were swinging.
Yeah, at least you were asking the question.
At least.
But you should have actually written down a couple questions. Did you see the movie?
No, not at that point.
Did you see the movie after?
Yeah, we saw the movie after.
And that was a mistake.
Well, and the worst was it was uncomfortable. They thought we saw the movie, so when we told them that we didn't, they weren't happy about that.
It's their whole setup. They set up the whole schedule.
Right. Where are you going to see the movie? In your hotel room?
After they were done.
All right. So I dropped this at the last second, Fezzy, just to make it easy on him, and say 37. Give me a drum roll here, and we'll find out how many naked pictures they got.
Well, I couldn't go out on Thursday to get any.
There we go.
The number would be probably a number lower than, I would say, 1. Maybe a number just a little bit beneath
You
1.
didn't get one naked girl. No, one topless picture.
I knew it. I was being generous with 9.
How the hell could this happen?
Because Thursday...
And I'm definitely serious with you.
Thursday, I wanted to go. I was getting ready on the plane right down to go out.
I am embarrassed.
You realize you didn't do the assignment you were sent to do.
But it's harder than you guys think.
I'm telling you. I'll show you a tape of us. I mean, the whole Girls Gone Wild started in Florida.
That's where they get all that footage to put out. How many volumes of that? 18?
You are one pathetic loser.
I think girls like video cameras better than digital still cameras, was what I learned. Maybe
Did you ask any of them?
I didn't get a chance to, but
How
it was just
can
like...
you not ask them?
See, so don't blame it on the girls saying, oh, I only do video.
Did
Not
you go to the
stills.
beach?
Yeah, we did.
Did you go to any parties?
Yeah, we went to a party on Friday night. Actually,
Hotel
we called
parties?
You. No, there
Not
were...
lined up by the... There weren't parties at spring break.
No, there weren't as many... There were parties just...
Bro, who do you think you're BSing? Ronnie and I have been to spring break after spring break. We know how it operates.
I think they're harder to find than you think. It's not like there's
We are just telling you.
That
We have
they're
done
not.
these things for years.
We're the kings of spring break.
Maybe that's what helped. Maybe that helped why people wanted to...
Bro, everybody goes there and everybody gets naked.
But I didn't see one pair the
You're
entire
not talking
weekend
to...
I was
Did
there.
you ask anyone?
Well, every time I walked up to someone to ask them, someone else walked up to, talk to them in front of me. So it was hard to find a couple of girls that really weren't doing anything else.
Here's the thing. You didn't even ask one of them. You've already told us that.
No, but I wanted to ask them, and I was trying to. But, there were other guys
You're never going to
it.
see them again. You could have said anything. You could have yelled, show your keys. If they would have said, F you, so what?
But the thing was, no one was flashing even just like,
You weren't at any parties. You weren't on the beach.
Well, no, the place we went to was a beach bar. It was a bar that was right on the beach.
Was there a contest going on with girls? You know about keep 'em moving all the time.
Walking up and down the beach.
Like a shark.
Going hotel to hotel. Every one of those hotels has something going on outside the back of it.
All right, hold on. We got Butch. He won the trip to Florida with the kids.
Hello?
Hey, Butch, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, Ron? What's up, Fez?
Hey, did you have a nice time in the spring break?
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was great.
Now, a lot of women there? A lot of girls?
All over.
Now, did you see chicks get naked?
Of course.
How could this happen?
I don't know where they were at. First of all, I didn't even meet them. But you know what? I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
They're an embarrassment.
All right, thank you, Butch. I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah, one quick thing.
Yeah.
The movie premiere, they said they liked the movie?
Yeah.
I don't know why. 5 minutes into it, I left and snuck into Resident Evil. That was a great movie. Great movie.
All right, see you later.
All right, see you.
Maybe if there's a Resident Evil spring break trip.
Andrew, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. Hey, Wonder Boy's tape is going to be called Girls Gone Mild.
No kidding. That's what it sounds like. Girls Gone Mild. Women are actually putting on sweaters after meeting him.
You could have got that pig Tara Reid to get topless.
How are you? It's nice to talk to you.
Now, what are these pictures I keep hearing about?
I found out that after this Van Wilder, I'll be going on. I'm doing the Tom Waits story. Then I'm doing Funky Cole Medina, the movie.
I'll be playing the part of Tone.
I'll be doing Tone Loc. What up, y'all? Let's do it.
And then, on to the sequel to Baby's Kid.
Every time you saw her, she just went,
let's do it.
Wonder Boy, I'm so shocked. What reasons are you given here?
Well,
pick an excuse and stick with it.
Okay, I'll say that there were no girls flashing because I went out and I got beads on Tara's advice, and I went out and got a whole bunch of nice beads to wear.
All right, here's the instant feedback. Where is spring break? Lancaster County this year?
But, see, like I said, girls weren't just really standing around taking their tops off, because that was my plan, to find people who were already flashing.
But you weren't at any parties. You weren't at any beach parties.
You didn't put yourself in a position to see girls that would flash.
Well, I couldn't find the hotels other than ours, and ours was a nice resort. There wasn't really any
Then you got to get out. You got to be on the effing beach.
I don't like... It was hard to find where the fun was without maybe someone that could maybe, like help you...
Figure out where you're at, and then go the exact opposite spot.
It's like the cloud followed me around then.
Rachel, the Tenacious C, did you try to help him at all? You weren't expected to. You weren't expected to, so no one's got a problem with you. You at least handled the interview portion that Wonder Boy didn't even try on.
I was trying to give him ideas, trying to help him out, but it didn't seem to be working too much.
Was she helping you, Wonder Boy?
She's trying to be.
Did she tell you to leave the hotel?
But what happened?
Well, I just don't... a lot of her ideas didn't make sense, let's just say. Like, we went out on Friday night after the movie premiere at 9 o'clock their time.
Right.
And
that sounds like a great time.
Well, it was, say, maybe a little early, because a lot of the people weren't there yet. The place seemed a little empty, and there wasn't really a lot of drinking, so... Rachel started she started drinking a couple of drinks herself.
What was she drinking?
I think they call it Long Island iced teas.
Yes.
How many did she drink?
Well, I saw her suck down 4 of them in an hour, and she was making suggestions, but most of them were like, well, and then something after that I really couldn't follow.
Can I tell you something, homo? The only thing most guys would like is her with 4 Long Island iced teas in her. If you would have came out and said, I didn't get one picture, but I nailed Rachel, you get the gig. You are the hero to me and Fez.
We said that at the beginning. If you get one topless picture of Rachel, you get a 4-hour show.
4-hour show.
We made that very perfectly clear. We gave you the 50 prize, the 100 prize, and the one of Rachel prize.
But I remember the first day, though, she showed up, you guys said she was off limits. So I thought you meant that, I shouldn't really be, down there trying to... we're both dating other
people. To our regular
so
cast of animals.
All right, that's okay. You don't want the air check. I don't.
No, it's not that you don't want the air check.
You didn't want the air check. You didn't want to go to it. We put you in a little bit uncomfortable situation.
No, I was very
We wanted
comfortable.
to make you... Sure you were, because you didn't leave your hotel room. No, you didn't stretch.
I wanted to stretch, but it's very hard, though, to know which hotels are having the parties, because it wasn't like there were people spilling out over the sides of it or anything. All the hotels seemed to look just like regular hotels.
Ronnie, here's what I was worried about after tonight's debacle with Billy Staples.
Yeah.
That with Billy working with the interns, that the interns were getting trained
right
like the rest of the staff.
And it
with
sounds
that
like
attitude.
4 Long Island iced teas. And don't do their work.
Right. And didn't complete the assignment they were sent to do. Didn't complete it. Didn't start it.
Fez, they're more homebodies. Right now, they're homebodies.
We've got nothing but a staff of homebodies.
All right, people write, Wonder Boy sadly is turning into Al Dukes. That's true. When I met you were a go-getter.
No. I was at least trying to get the pictures. I was actively
You said you didn't ask one girl. I'm not going to keep going over it.
Well, no, I wanted to ask them. I mean, I would walk toward them, and then someone else would get to them sooner.
All right, now I have an amusing story, Fuzzy. You do not know this yet.
All right.
The Wonder Boy... let me get the Tiffany again.
Oh.
Let me get the drum roll, Tiffany.
You got it.
The Wonder Boy has been hired by WNEW.
Oh, God.
A guy who went to spring break and couldn't get a picture of a teat. Hired.
Let me guess. As staff photographer?
No, actually, I work. I'll be working as a dump person in one of the other shows here. Station.
Well, everybody loves to dump people.
That's for sure.
Now, you're also working as a traffic guy in Jersey?
Yeah, that's true.
What stations? Because you're on a bunch of different... Are you allowed to say? Or?
Yeah, I mean, if it's okay.
Yeah,
with you
go
guys.
ahead.
One of them is Classic Hits 103.7. It's WNNJ.
Where's that out of?
It's out of Newton, the town I live in.
Newton. Newton, that's me, boss. All right, so they're playing the Classic Hits.
Yeah.
Is that your home station?
Yeah, that was the one I had been working at a little bit before I came to visit you guys. There's also like a hot AC station called Maximum.
So what's your name on the air there in the morning?
Actually, I use Ray Wagner.
Your real Christian name.
Yes.
Hey, let's go with our crazy traffic guy, Ray Wagner. The one job that people have wacky names is in traffic or weather.
Tell us about the highways and the roadways.
Ray Wagner.
You should be Rage Wagner. Road Rage Wagner.
Well, I just started today. Maybe tomorrow I'll show up with that one. A lot of the stations are very straight-laced, though. It was their idea.
All right, hold on. Al's calling us from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Nice.
Hey, Al, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, finally Eddie Vedder shut up, and the Ramones took the stage. They thanked everyone from CBGB's to Phil Spector, Iggy Pop, Lou Reed, and then Dee Dee Ramone took the mic and just said he wanted to only thank himself, and then he patted himself on the back. And everyone thought he was joking, but he had no smile on his face, and then he walked off.
Dee Dee's right.
Dee Dee.
Did anybody say, like, I hate you, Eddie Vedder?
No, actually they said thank you for that nice tribute. Then Gene Pitney took the stage. He performed Hello Mary Lou, a song that he wrote for Ricky Nelson.
Gene Pitney? Now, how old is he, a million?
He actually... He looks pretty good for his age. He is old, but he looks fit.
No matter how he looked good for his age.
I would have sworn he was going in posthumously.
I had no idea he was still alive.
And then he did his hit Town Without Pity.
What a great song.
Yeah. Then Sam Moore just got done performing Something Is Wrong With My Baby as a tribute to Stax Records.
How did he get in the building?
Well, Sam and Dave.
Okay, this is some Q&A. Right now
what's happening?
Back here in the press room, the Ramones have taken the stage and they're going to accept Q&A from...
All right, let's listen in a little bit. Let's listen in a little bit to the Ramones.
Let me get closer.
All right, so this is Ramones after they've been, believe it or not, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Wouldn't seem very punk to me. Now, by closer, do you mean put the phone in your pocket, Al? All right.
Did he leave the building?
Yeah.
No. I'm still here.
This is for Joey. I heard that.
Why don't you try to ask a question, Al?
Okay, what should I ask? I don't know much about them.
Ask if they missed Joey.
Okay.
Ask if they would get together with somebody else besides Joey.
As another lead singer.
Like a Phil Ramone.
Oh, there you go. A Razor.
Or Razor Ramone.
Ask him if it would have killed them to learn another chord.
What, they had 3? How many do you really want? I get past 3 chords and I'm bored. I can't even hear them, Al.
Al, just yell Gooba Gaba, we accept you.
Well, they're not...
into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
They're not putting the mics near their faces.
Well, that's a bad idea.
No, they're scared of them.
So why don't you just yell, please put the mics closer to their faces?
Until we can't hear them?
Yeah.
Yes. Say, we here in radio can't hear them.
And then also ask, what does CBGB stand for?
Ask him to go Mike.
Erasmus from New York. Where Barbra Streisand came from.
I forgot. Nobody ever likes to have rock stars talk.
Yeah.
This is like you got dropped in an episode of Meet the Osbournes.
All right, Al, call us back later. What an idiot.
With another update.
All right, hold on. We got an idiot at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
True.
We got 2 interns that came back with the worst bit I've ever heard.
Check.
And Billy refused to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, walked around in the rain all night.
Uh-huh. That about covers it.
Yeah.
That is the situation. That's the Dante's Inferno we've been put in. 8
I don't get it. Wonder Boy, I can't even look at you anymore. Tenacious C, you're the only thing I can look at. That's the problem. No matter how bad you F it up, I still want to stare at you.
Tenacious C, thank you for doing your best to cover that intern where Wonder Boy dropped the ball with Tara Reid.
Tenacious C, thank you for looking like that. Other than that, I'm disgusted with you.
And thank you for trying to set that Long Island iced tea record at the Cabana Bar.
What is with you? Can I have one guy on the staff not an alcoholic? Is that a possibility?
No, not at this.
Not one.
Wait, your favorite straight edge, Wonder Boy. Who could use a drink?
What you got?
Apparently, I'm hearing Big Rory rumors over the weekend too, Fez.
Oh, nice.
I'll say this. And I don't know how much of this you've heard. Because I know your relationship, he probably called you first.
Honestly, he said, I'm sore today, I was fighting over the weekend. And that is all I knew about it.
Did you know he was fighting with our listeners?
No, I had no idea about that.
Did you know that he was headbutting?
The listeners?
Yes.
No.
So all we got is drunks, losers, and ne'er-do-wells. Fuzzy, I'm going to use that phrase, ne'er-do-wells.
Now we've gone that far.
Can we say this? Somebody gets sent home. Can we finally fire somebody?
Yes. Send somebody home.
All right. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. It's 877-692-1027. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron, Fez, 1027, WNEW.
NEW. All right, Ron and Fez here. Now imagine this. If there was a store that wouldn't tell you how much a T-shirt costs until you handed them your credit card.
That's insane.
And then made you try to guess the price.
Insane.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't even go there.
It makes no sense. Well, it doesn't make any sense to Hotwire either. Unlike that Guess Your Price site, you don't have
That's
to...
insane.
Isn't it crazy?
It's out of this world. It's for maniacs.
With Hotwire, you don't have to enter all your credit card information into a computer to see a price on Hotwire. Hotwire shows you their fares up front.
That's sane. That is what I call sane, Fuzzy. Let me know what the price is.
That's non-crazy. You use your flexibility with flight times to save up to 50% or more on fares. Hotwire especially negotiated deals with major airlines. They're called Hot Fares, and only Hotwire has them.
Round trip from New York to Miami, $170, Fez. That's insane.
That is a little crazy, isn't it?
Unbelievable prices. How about this? Newark to Cancun, where all the spring break fun is going on right now, Wonder Boy.
Where all the topless people are.
$379. That's it. That's insane.
Crazy, man. And Hotwire works only with major airlines, top hotels, and the best names in the rental car business. Once you see how low the prices are on Hotwire, you'll never enter your credit card before you see a price again. Unless, of course, you're into that sort of thing. Fares change, so take the Hotwire Travel Challenge now. Go to those other travel sites out there, then log on to Hotwire. You won't believe how much money you could save with a Hotwire Hot Fare today.
Ron and Fez, 1027 WNEW.
Oh, we gotta use this every night.
This should be our theme song.
We're Ron and Fez.
Oh no. Oh no.
When you're young and so in love as we.
That's a good one.
Bewildered by the world we see.
This may be at the very least, the new Sia music.
Now this guy belongs in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's right.
What a town without pity.
We're a show without pity.
This show has no more pity left to give.
No.
We've got a retard producer who's at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He sticks out there because he's the blandest man alive, Al Dukes. Billy Staples, after 2 weeks of planning this, at the last second, bails on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame assignment and decides to go walking in the rain for most of the Tonight Show.
We send our 2 interns to Florida.
And it's an absolute disaster. Their interview with Tara Reid is nonsense and sputtering. And this Wonder Boy completely falls down on the job like I knew he would when it came to getting the topless pictures of the girls on the beach. He didn't get one. He didn't even try.
Well, that's a problem, Fezzy, that Wonder Boy confided in me with during the break, and I'm not even comfortable bringing it up on the air. Let's just drop it.
He's got an excuse for not doing his work.
Can you trust me here? Drop it, Fez. You don't want to know.
This is probably something we should have known before we sent him to spring break.
Let me tell you, I know now, and I wish I didn't. Hey, Christine, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's his problem?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, he lives in Sussex County. That's his worst problem, and he works in Sussex County.
Well, he's doing well. He's the traffic guy at a bunch of radio stations.
Yeah.
Then he's going to be the dump guy for Donna Mike's show.
Have you ever seen the traffic in Sussex County? There's two major roads, Route 15 and Route 80.
All right,
They're all bumper to bumper.
All right, let's bring in Wonder Boy for this.
What?
All right, let's bring Wonder Boy. Welcome back to the show without pity. She's saying you have the same traffic every day there in your county. Sussex County.
Today was a mess. There was
what'd you have, a barbecue?
Precipitation.
We had a little icing, and let's see, every school district shut down. Route 15 was bumper to bumper. Route 80 was bumper to bumper. Route 46. I mean, it's really not hard to figure out. There's only one way out of Sussex County.
All right, why don't you just say that? Why don't you tape that every day, and then you don't have to get up so early?
If you could just email me that so I could read it tomorrow, it'd probably be a little easier.
Thanks, Christine.
Thanks.
And how many radio stations are you the traffic guy for?
5.
Nobody has their own traffic guy anymore.
Doing Newton traffic for 5 different stations. Now, do you ever tell them, oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't do the assignment?
Fez, you don't want to know why. And just leave it at that. Hey, we got a spy report, Fez.
Spy report. Spy report.
Oops, I lost them. All right, the whole problem is Norton just did the Colin Quinn show.
Oh, on NBC.
Yeah. So if anybody's got that, give us a call. 877-692-1027. Or I have no idea what this Colin Quinn show even is.
I've never heard anyone describe it other than the fact that it's live.
It's live, and they leave it at that.
And then they drop it.
Hey, Jessica, you're on Fez.
Hey, what's up? I love your show, but I can't believe what kind of people you have working for you. How do you go to spring break and not get a picture of a topless girl?
Because he can't go to the beach, and let's just leave it at that.
Why can't he go to the beach? That was his gig. That was his project.
I think I should come
It's something he can't do. Wonder Boy confided in me, and we'll just leave it at that.
This had better be something good.
Oh, it's something bad, Fez.
This better be something really bad.
Would you just take my advice here, Fez? Don't push. Don't push.
What'll happen if I push?
He showed me something that freaked me.
Oh, my gosh. Shouldn't we have been aware of this?
No, because now that I am aware of it, I wish I wasn't. Other than to say, I'm glad you're back, and I hope you had a nice trip.
Why are you being nice to him now? He completely fell down on the job.
Let me put it this way. He's handy-capable.
Really?
All right, bring everybody in. I want everybody to see this. Here it's, and I'm going to say this, Fez, because you can't keep your pie hole shut.
I need to know.
You keep pushing. Wonder Boy, I want you to go over and stand next to Fez.
Oh, God.
Stand 8 inches from Fez.
Am I going to pay for this?
Now turn around and don't do anything yet. Wonder Boy could not go to the beach because he has a horrible back mole problem. No, not yet. Don't show it yet.
A horrible back mole problem?
His back is filled with moles, and there's no way he can go to the beach and have human beings see that. So he blew it, okay? He blew it.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, you could go there, Fez, because you're lucky. You don't have back moles like my friend does.
No, that's true.
You've been blessed. This kid's back, he showed me out there, he looks like a camel.
All right, I got to see the camel house.
No, you don't want to. All right, get closer.
All right, I'm as close as the microphone will go. All right, don't step up on me. I can't see that close.
He's pulling up his shirt.
All right.
Look at the back.
Oh, my gosh. Oh,
is that
How many
bad?
moles are back there? How many moles are on your back?
Have you ever had a census taken?
No, I never, Let me see that one more time.
All right, if you touch him.
If I, I'll touch him.
All right, come over here, Joe, and touch his back moles.
Ronnie, they're all different sizes.
Oh.
It looks like the Pirates map of the Caribbean.
What's it? Do you have feeling in them when they're touched?
I don't know. I feel like I need a shower. When I did that, you looked like you had an O.
You need a back bra is what you need with those big back moles.
Ronnie, they're every different size, shape, color, and consistency.
My dermatologist said that they would be cancerous if I spent too much time in the sun, so I try to avoid that as much as I can.
I think cancerous, I think.
I think you've taken that step.
I am freaked.
In the melanoma world.
Why do you say this?
Because I never bring this up. Why am I going to bring this up for? Who's ever going to see my back here?
No one, ever.
Well, your back,
hope. Those things are hairy like balls on your back.
I'm not proud of this.
You got hairy sacks on your back.
It looks like a gnat farm.
You make Twaddle look healthy.
Oh, you're a sick bastard.
Oh.
Hey, Dexter, you're on Manifest.
Yeah, I got a spy report, boys.
Hey, Dexter.
Spy report. Spy report.
You guys said Norm was on Colin Quinn show. He might have been on that, but he was also on VH1, Never Mind the Buzzcocks.
Yeah.
The guy could not have seemed more awkward. He had some good lines and stuff like that. He pulled out one line, and Coolio's jumping up and down. We're going crazy. Like
what is this Never Mind the Buzzcocks? Why do I turn around? Norton's on every damn show now. And I can't get my mole back boy on anything.
Ew!
All right, thanks, Dexter. All right, I wanted a Colin Quinn
spy report.
Not so much a Never Mind the Buzzcocks spy report.
We'll stick with the major networks, please. Thank you. Oh, I'm weirded out from the mole farm.
You're so disgusting, Wonder Boy.
One of them smiled at me, Ronnie.
One of them looks like ants might crawl out of it.
Ew!
Like bull's balls back there. They're just disgusting. Big hairy bull's balls. All right, Al Duke's calling from the show that Billy wouldn't do, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
All right.
Hey, Al Dukes.
Hey, just watched Jacob Dylan induct Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Yeah.
All right.
He said that listening to the radio now, you would think rock is dead, except for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Listening to you, I feel like comedy's dead, Al.
I thought you were dead, Al.
No, I'm not dead. Original members Stan Lynch, who was the original drummer for Tom Petty, and Ron Blair, the original bass player, also there tonight with Tom Petty. He got the standing ovation, and right just before he walked off the stage, Tom Petty remembered he didn't thank his wife. So he did get back and do that.
Which one?
Lori Petty.
Whichever one he's currently married to. And then,
I think he's married to Richard Petty.
I know. Here's the thing. You bring back the old Heartbreakers, bring back the old wife.
She's the one who said Edge is 17.
And then Brian Setzer just played an instrumental Chet Atkins song. And that's where we're at right now.
They need instrumental. They know who to call.
All right, people are saying, Wonder Boy, why couldn't you wear a T-shirt on the beach?
Well, I could have, but
Let's
I
see
get
the
a little.
again. I'm so freaked by him. Hey, Al, Wonder Boy's back is just covered in moles.
Ronnie's on ya!
Man, don't ever mole back up on me.
He was within 3 inches of you.
I was looking at the screen, and you said he's on you, and I turned around, and I was looking at these moles, and I swear to God, I saw the Big Dipper in them. You've got Big Dipper moles.
A mole tried to grab you. Al Dukes, don't you check the interns for moles when they come in?
I haven't in the past, no.
I want this to be happening in the future.
Standard procedure from now on.
Hey, Tom, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, guys, I just had a show idea. Wonder Boy Whack-A-Mole.
You want to do that where every time your mole pops up, I whack it with this hammer?
Oh, I love that. Like at the Chuck E. Cheese's and stuff.
Yeah, we could look into that. That's good.
Oh, my gosh. It makes me want to take one of those wood planes right down your back and just slice them all off at the top.
I need that for myself.
I just want to plane you.
All right, thanks a lot there, Al.
Okay, see ya.
All right, Fez, here's a...
spy report. Spy report.
A spy report, from what I understand right now, is coming in from a kid named Miles. It says that right now on the WWF, they've split the league where Flair owns Raw and Vince owns SmackDown.
All right. Vince, you got the short end of the stick there, bro. Huh. So, WWF split down the middle. Let me guess. Eventually one's going to be NWO. NWO Red, NWO White.
Fez, I'm done with wrestling. You understand me? It's over for me.
The Hulkster's back.
Means that you buy your little ice cream cakes, you stay at your own apartment with them.
Then I'll have to order my own pay-per-view. And I never learned how.
All right, are we ever going to talk a bit to find out what's wrong with Billy Staples? Should we not open up that can of worms, or should we?
I say open it.
All right, let me check in with Roy. Roy, come on over here. Roy, you told us something why he was out on the streets. What's going on?
Just the fact that he's drinking again.
How do you know?
So he called me on Friday night and said he was going to catch a 12:30 train, and the train switched till 1 o'clock, and he had an extra half hour at Penn Station, so he ended up going to the bar.
Damn that Long Island Railroad. I blame them.
Yep.
So why did he call you and tell you? Like to get you to say no?
I had called him just to see what train he was going to take, because I was thinking about going with him home, which I probably should have.
Why, you think you could have stopped him, or just headbutted him into submission?
I probably could have stopped him.
By the time you talked to him, wasn't he already drinking?
Well, yeah, he had called me right from the bar.
Then there's no stopping that Brahma bull.
How bad was he?
When I first talked to him, he sounded fine, but then the second time I talked to him, he was really bad.
That was his cry for help.
It was like Lobster Claw night?
Yes, it was like Lobster Claw night.
Wow.
All right, Fez, here's your
Spy report.
We're picking up from Travis. It says, next week there'll be a draft to see which wrestlers go to which show.
Oh, God.
Not with me, my friend. I'm done with it. I am done.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Also, people are saying, Hogan, they pop for?
Yeah.
At this new thing?
Oh, okay. Tonight on Raw?
Yeah, on Tonight on Raw, they pop for Hogan. Booed, what's his name? Rock.
The Rock?
Yeah, The Rock got booed.
Oh, my gosh.
So I'm done
with it.
The
fall continues.
I'm done with it, Fezzy. Here's Allie Dudley, who wants to fill us in. Allie.
Hey, Allie Dudley.
How you doing?
Hi, I was calling to give you that spy report that you just mentioned, that they are splitting the World Wrestling Federation, and Ric Flair is going to have control of Raw.
Is he going to call it WCW, or are they going to call it all WWF?
They're calling it all WWF, but like you said, they're going to have a draft next week, next Monday on Raw, to determine like which wrestlers will go to SmackDown and which wrestlers will go to Raw.
I want to see if they draft them at the top.
But if you were a champion...
Who's the number one draft pick?
I don't know. That's a good one. Probably Hogan. No.
Now, what if you have a title?
If you're a champion, you can go to either one. So you don't, like, what I think they're going to do is they're going to have, like, say you have Raw, you're only going to see certain wrestlers on Raw, and you're only going to see certain wrestlers on SmackDown.
Are they going to split the title belts again?
No, but if you have a title, you can go to either one. So if you're going to fight somebody on Raw, you can be on a Raw or a SmackDown, a women's champ and the men's champ.
Do you wrestle on every other pay-per-view?
I guess so.
Now, is that do the same for the hardcore people?
Well, you know, Linda came on and did her little announcement, and she just said women title holder and men title holder. So I assume it's for everything, tag team, hardcore, intercontinental, a whole deal.
Now, could you have been more bored hearing this?
Huh? I know. I was like, what are they talking about? And then, like, Vince came out, and he was so mad. He's like, I created Raw. You know, why did... Like you said, he kind of got the short end of the stick.
Right.
So he was mad, and then Flair came out, and then they just, started yelling at each other and beating each other up.
This is the crazy crap that made people turn off WCW.
Yeah. And you know what else I heard? I heard X-Pac is going to come back and be part of NWO.
God.
Finally, a savior.
I know, right? That was like one little...
What happened to 1, 2, 3 Kid? All right, Allie Dudley.
Okay, I just wanted to give you the little wrestling update.
All right, let's call Billy in for his very latest chance for us. I didn't know all this stuff when Billy wouldn't do his gig tonight.
Here comes Billy Staples.
Smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beers, rolling fatties, smoking blunts. Who smokes the blunts? Who smokes the blunts?
All right, Billy, I didn't know all this stuff, that you were back off the wagon again when you refused to go do a fun gig at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Is that the reason why you didn't want to go tonight?
No, that has nothing to do with it. That had nothing to do with not wanting to go to the Rock and Roll.
Why wouldn't you want to go?
I just didn't want to. I just wouldn't feel comfortable, I think, in that situation, and I don't know why. I just don't. I thought that somebody would probably be able to do a better job than I did.
Well, you sound depressed, and that would, I think, lead to your alcoholism.
If it was a matter of having somebody doing a better job than you, we'd be able to fill in every single thing that you do for us.
No. I don't know what to say to that.
So you did start drinking again Friday?
Yeah, I drank Friday night.
How long has it been before that?
2 months.
Honestly?
Honestly, 2 months.
A month is 30 days, not 30 minutes.
No, I'm well aware of that. No, it's about 2 months, and Friday night is just like, I just don't give a damn, so I said, screw it.
Why don't you give a damn?
I just don't care. I was like, you know what, I don't care what happens, so I was like, you know what,
I think that's the same thing you bring into your work.
I mean, tonight, turning down that assignment is basically saying I don't give a damn what happens.
Please, right now, this is the only thing that coming to work and being able to get my mind off stuff is the only thing that's actually keeping me sane.
You're not sane here, Billy. Do you realize that?
Well, this is the sanest I've been in a while.
Was there one particular thing that got you going Friday night?
Honestly, Fez, yeah, nothing. There's never one reason. I just reached a point where I said I can't take it anymore. I just cannot take the certain things that are going on in my life right now, and it's just like, you know what? I don't want to deal with it, and you know what? There's no sense in me
going
on the way I did. It's just like I don't care.
Billy, let me say this.
Yeah.
Why don't you take a break from work?
Okay.
Take some time off.
All right.
Because I don't want you to blow your gig here.
All right.
And it looks like you're heading that way. I mean, if I had to guess, I'd say you're heading that way.
I would say definitely, especially with turning down an assignment that you had 2 weeks ago. And then at the last minute bailing on us.
Oh, I didn't mean to disappoint you guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you disappointed me.
I'm sorry about that. I shouldn't have done that.
And I'm still not understanding, other than the fact that maybe you were drinking today.
Oh, definitely not.
I don't understand why you didn't want to go. I'm not understanding that reason.
No, I don't.
Here's something else. I don't think you can get back in the ring again. And I'm going to cancel this thing against Dan from Hoboken. Because Dan from Hoboken, Fezzy, is going to come there with one thing in mind. Taking out Billy Staples.
Right.
Billy, his mind's all over the place now.
Billy, you've just said I don't care what happens to me.
No, that's not a lie, Fez. I'm not going to say. I mean, I'm still more than willing to get into the ring and fight. I got no problem with continuing my fight. I'll still do that.
Billy, you don't even sound like Billy.
It's still Billy. Billy is Billy's just going through a real tough time right now. Billy needs to get his S straightened out, shall we say, mentally. Right. Going through a real tough time in my life.
What do you need from us?
Yeah, you let us know.
I really don't have an answer for that right now, guys. I mean, I appreciate the offer of time off, but
in terms of that, what do you think you need?
Actually, I think staying at home and doing nothing would be more detrimental. I don't know. Maybe
the show, though.
All right. Well, I don't mean. It's never my intention to bring the show down in any way whatsoever. I mean, I think you guys know where I'm coming from in that respect. And I let you down tonight, but it's never been my intention to bring the show down or to not fulfill my responsibilities in any way.
Well, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. And
you realize that, right?
Yeah. You're 100% correct on that.
Hey, Juice, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Juice.
Run of Fez, what's up?
Hey, what's
up? Go ahead, Juice.
Hey, Juice.
Why must we go through this again? We're always doing this with Billy. It's so tiring, man.
I know, it's exhausting.
We gotta listen. Yeah, Billy Staples, just stable yourself to some railroad tracks already, man.
All right, that's not helping him, Juice.
And I don't care, man. We got like 45 minutes left, and I gotta listen to him. You guys rule. Peace.
Thanks, Juice.
All right, this on the instant feedback. Hello, Staples Strawberry.
You don't want to be called Staples Strawberry, do you?
No, not too fond of that.
I mean, that's the guy who blows chances that I give it to him.
Now, this also, you know it's bad when Billy starts to refer to himself in the third person.
Billy will be lonely if Billy stays at home at Billy's house.
Right. It's crazy talk, and that's the John Nash thing that you get into.
Right.
Like Beautiful Mind. You get into that Beautiful Mind place where I swear something like, today I asked him for something. He said, we're working on it. I looked at him. He's at the computer. I go, Billy, it's just you. You don't have some Princeton roommate or his 12-year-old niece hanging around with you.
You realize you were sitting at the computer alone when you said we're working on that right now, Ron.
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely was alone.
You're a beautiful mind drinking out of a beautiful stein. So, I don't know what to do at this point.
All right. This on the instant feedback. Does Billy need wingies?
Would that help? Ronnie and I could get you wingies.
Now, from what I understand,
sleepies.
you went out there Saturday night to your stand-up show, had a bad time.
Yeah, so it was. I probably didn't belong being on stage in the state of mind I'm in.
What did you do?
Nothing. I just wasn't there. I didn't click. You know.
State of mind or drunk?
State of mind. Totally state of mind.
You weren't drunk going on stage Saturday night?
No.
Okay.
No, it's just was not in the proper state of mind to go out there and deliver comedy, and it was just like when I was up there, I was like, you know, this just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right.
You said that to the audience?
No, I said it to myself.
Was it one of those, I can't hear the laughter, like that Freddie Prinze special? I can't hear the laughter anymore. All right, hold on. We got Al doing a gig that you should have been at. Hey, Al Dukes, you're on the air, buddy.
Hey, Albert.
Hey, I just wanted to let you guys listen in. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers have hit the stage. They first did Last Dance with Mary Jane, and now they're doing American Girl.
All right.
Yeah, I want you to hear a little bit.
We've heard it before. Yeah, okay, Al.
The CD I have sounds better.
Yeah, we know how it goes. Thank you, Al.
Okay, see you.
Hey, Al.
Thank you, Al. You're our American Girl.
Al, bad news. Billy's drinking again.
Damn.
Yeah.
Right. Damn.
All right, see it. Now, does that mean 6 more weeks of winter? How does that work out?
Mm-hmm. Billy saw his 5 o'clock shadow.
Hey, Willie, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Willie.
Hey, how you doing, guys? Hey, I just want to tell Billy if he keeps this up, he's going to end up like Jake the Snake Roberts.
I wish he was Jake the Snake. Jake still at least has a name he can cash in on.
Right. Then we at least get the enjoyment of seeing a DDT slapped on someone's ass every now and again.
Carlos, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Carlos.
Yeah.
What's going on?
What can we do for you, Carlos?
I got a complaint.
What's your
complaint, man?
Well, you know, this guy is always crying and bitching and getting drunk.
I'm happy.
I got my own problems at home. I don't want to listen to him. Get back to the show you guys do, man.
All right, you see what they're saying, Billy?
Yeah, I hear him.
If it's not Al, is the other one or the other one? Come on, man.
I know. We can't keep them all on any sort of even keel, even if it's rock bottom.
What if we do this? Who wants to take a vacation this week? Billy, you want to take one?
Yes.
Joe, you want to take one?
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Rory, you want one too? Because I got no problem me and Fez just doing the show alone for a week.
No, I'm fine.
You sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
Because if it wasn't for Billy, we'd be talking about you headbutting people. And you ought to, you know what? Here's the difference between you and Billy. You're young. But all your embarrassing stories end up, it's like Billy minus age.
Right.
You're still cute. You're still cute. You got that going for you.
But
Hawk, you're perfect. There's no change in you.
Look in the mirror of the future. His name's Staples.
Al, I wish he drank. I got no problem with you guys taking a week off and saying, do you want to even do this?
Decide what you want to do with your lives and your careers when it comes to this radio show. All right? It's just thinking time.
Hey, and that he didn't say drinking time.
Right, I said thinking time.
Bruce, you're on Run of Fez.
Joe Poo rules.
Thank you, Bruce. Now I can't take a vacation.
Here's the other weird thing, Fezzy. I told Billy before, I don't care if you drink, just don't F up the show with it.
Sure, right.
Then I told you if you want to drink on the air so we can... But you won't let us have that enjoyment.
Well, it only started Friday after the show, Ron. It's just, you know, it wasn't something that's been going on and I've been hiding from you.
Billy, you're hiding everything from everybody. You're living a lie like John Nash. I wouldn't be surprised, like, go out in the garage and you've clipped out little pieces of magazine and you're swearing you're pulling together some kind of Jew conspiracy out there.
I gotta see this film.
Oh, it's scary. That was a scary thing.
Really?
I'm afraid to let Billy give the baby a bath, Fuzzy, because then he thinks one of his other personalities is watching it, and I'm going to come in and the baby's nose is sticking out of the top of it. And that's it.
Oh, Billy Nash. Oh.
Hey, Paul, you're on the Fez.
Hey, Paul.
Billy should try yoga or meditation or get a mantra or some corrective.
All right, here's the thing. Yogurt's going to help him to lose weight.
Right.
We're not even dealing with that.
Oh, wait a minute. I think you said yoga.
No. There's no such thing as yoga. It's yogurt. Yogurt.
I think it's yoga.
That's probably an accent.
He wants to see Star Wars.
Sure. Hey, excuse me. Can I get some vanilla yoga there? Thank you. Starving. I like the frozen yogurts.
Well, they're good.
Yeah. Why are they so much more tastier than a regular yogurt?
I know.
A regular yogurt, you can't eat it. It tastes like ass cheese. A frozen yogurt's fantastic ice cream.
And a regular yogurt, always runny. You open up that top lid. Runny. I don't need stuff running. Frozen yogurt, it don't run. It drips. Melts.
Right. Fezzy, here's good news.
Yes.
Mikey D's offered to come in and help out.
Nice. Who showed us so much last week when he filled in for the interns. Rachel the Tenacious C and Wonder Mole.
Who wouldn't want to be the announcer? Who wouldn't want to be the parody, funny stunt guy? How's that a bad thing?
All right. Mikey D can come in, because now we're dealing out vacations now. To the guys that need them.
Permanent ones?
Hey, we'll see. We'll see how good it works out.
Here's the other weird thing, Billy. You notice people don't even want to call in with the "you can do it, Billy" stuff anymore. You've already run that thing out.
Yeah, and you know what? That's fine, Ronnie. People have their opinion. It's not even the drinking that is the big problem with me right now. The drinking is a symptom right now of what's going on in my life.
What is the real problem? Because we're not getting it.
Well, it's something I'm not at liberty for certain reasons to discuss on the air. But
is it because your secret job with the government, Mr. Nash?
Right.
The CIA job that you're doing, where I went there, Billy. I looked in the mailbox. All those envelopes are still there. No one's picking them up. You didn't see Beautiful Mind?
No, I got to see it before Oscars. I got to see that thing.
We're having an Oscar party.
I think that's the only other. I saw half of Lord of the Rings, and I think Beautiful Mind is just going to be it for me. I'm not going to try to see all 5 best nominated pictures.
Yeah.
Forget about it. Right now, I've seen 4.5 of the 5 nominated films.
All right, this one needs some feedback.
And I'm happy.
What Billy is not telling you is that he's pregnant.
Is it a boy or a girl?
God. Billy, here's the thing. I know you don't want to talk about your personal situation on the air.
Mm-hmm.
But do you realize your personal situation is finding its way onto the air?
Well, Fez, there are certain things, my life to this point has been pretty much an open book on the air. Whatever
it
I've
has
done.
not been. You're living a lie and you're hiding it, John Nash.
Go ahead.
This is just not something I really care to discuss or deal with on the air with what my present situation what I'm going through.
And this wouldn't even come up if you just went and did your gig.
Right.
If you went and had fun at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, watching rock legends play their music, and then you do phoners.
No one would have even brought it up, but now we're in this situation where you go, drinking is merely a symptom. Of the real cause.
And then you can't have us not go, symptom of what?
I know. That's not fair to us or the listeners. Wonder Boy came in and admitted why he couldn't do his job.
Right.
He has not only moles all over his back, they're stacked on top of each other.
Hey, I screamed like a girl when he put those back moles in my face. Because I have a problem with back moles. I'm not going to lie to you about it. I have a problem. I'll just say this. And I'll make it quick. Right. I had an aunt with moles, and I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
And she was a hugger and a kisser, and I'm going to leave it like that. She was very old.
But at least he has a personal problem, and when he says, I couldn't go to the beach and do my assignment, I have a personal problem, we find out why. There's a brand new mole subdivision opening up on his back.
Here's the situation, Fezzi, and I'm going to speak for Billy now.
Thank you.
Billy can look at a Time magazine, see the patterns in that, and know where the Russian nukes are coming into the country. But no one will listen to him. All he needs to do is put all the magazines up on the wall, circle things, and then tie them together with strings.
Is that more from A Beautiful Mind?
Yeah.
I've got to see this.
Beautiful Mind? I call it a beautiful movie. All right, we'll be right back. Some people are saying, I'll fill in for somebody naked. All right, if you get naked, if you're a chick, sure, we'd love to have you here.
Fine.
Because we're just carving it off us right now, Fezzy, like moles. We're slicing it off like it's unused moles. 877-692-1027 is the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez, 1027 WNEW.
Ron and Fez here to tell you about the absolute very best place to eat, Paisano of Mulberry Street in the heart of Little Italy.
Fezzy, I was down Paisano's over the weekend with my mother-in-law.
Yeah? Oh, she must have loved it.
You know what? All we did was order the apps.
Nice.
And
way to
filled
go.
up the entire table with appetizers. Roy, you go the same direction?
Yeah, I usually go with the appetizers, too, because it's so good.
What is the one thing? It's not the hot antipasto, it's not the cold, but it's you got to have it for 2 or more. We got that. Then we started ordering more. We have fried calamari and stuff like that. We kept going. We got the...
Did you get the fried ravioli?
The fried raviolis.
Oh, that's good.
Favorite.
That's
and then
favorite.
finally, is it?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Finally, the waiter comes over and says, you guys better just stop it. I'll leave it there. And we go, no, you don't understand. We got Italians at the table. We're going to kill this. We end up having to even order more. We were starving.
Oh, nice.
The fried zucchini on that was out of this world. Paisano's, I honestly think it's the best place in New York to eat. I think they're feeding us this week.
Oh, that's right. Is Paisano's coming in?
Yeah, we're going to have them come in Thursday.
All right, make sure it's one of Billy's vacation days.
Yeah, Billy and Joe's vacation days.
Right. All right, right now, every pasta on the menu, only $7.85 with your choice of incredible lunch specials. Of course, mention Ron and Fez, you get a free glass of wine with your dinner at Paisano's.
It's a fantastic wine list, huge portions. Paisano's is the classic candlelit restaurant and perfect place to get a date. Matter of fact, I need this from Paisano's. I need a bottle of his wine because you're not allowed to buy the wine and take it home.
Oh, okay.
And Joey wasn't there the night I was there. So my mother was like, this is Paisano's wine. I got to take it back to Florida with me. And, when it comes to her wine, she's,
Sure. Paisano of Mulberry Street.
She sleeps with it like it's a doll baby. That's her.
In the heart of Little Italy, 136 Mulberry, between Grand and Hester. Give them a call, 965-1188. That's 965-1188 for reservations.
All right, so we're having a Paisano's Italian food party on Thursday night. Who's all coming in? Is Joey coming in?
I believe Joey is coming in, yes.
All right, maybe we'll have some chicks here.
Nice, Joey Paisano.
We'll have some food, and we'll enjoy ourselves. Give him a call, 965-1188. 965-1188.
Ron and Fez. Frequency. 1027 WNEW.
We're Ron and Fez.
Well, folks, we are going to be live all week, unlike the other shows here. So please tell your friends and neighbors.
Yeah, let them know that there is a show on WNEW this week that's running live, and it's Ron and Fez.
We're going to send some of our people home this week, though, Fuzzy.
Yeah.
Who's all going? Joe, you want a vacation?
Not the whole week.
No, take the whole week. Bill, you want the vacation?
Yeah. Yes, I do, Ron. Thank you.
Okay. All right, so we give the two of them a break this week.
All right, there we go.
And see what happens.
We'll see how each of them come back.
Roy, are you sure you're okay?
You want the week?
No, I'm fine. I'm great.
I'm not going to ask Al because he hasn't done anything yet to be burnt out on.
Sure.
And the Hawk, come on, please, Fizzy, look at him.
The Hawk, my gosh.
He's like a surgeon.
He could do another 4 hours tonight and every night.
Hey, Evan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Evan.
Hey, I just had a couple of words for Billy. I heard what you're saying, like you quit drinking for a while and you took a drink recently. Like from somebody who's been there before, it's called a relapse, and like everybody that tries to quit, like it happens at some time, and, don't let it get you down. Like what you were saying, that you just couldn't take it anymore and you had to take a drink. Yeah. Eventually, like, whatever it is that's going wrong in your life.
He doesn't want to talk about that. Billy, you're a good man. You know, Fez and I like you a lot.
I know, and I feel bad I'm letting you guys down, too.
Well, you know, we told you this some time ago. It seemed like it was going to go in that direction. We kind of all knew it.
So take your
We're not
week off.
surprised.
No,
What I'd rather you do, though, is take a week and just rest a little bit.
Right.
I really appreciate it. Honest to God, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. Thank you.
And just take some reflection time.
Right.
Look at that reflection.
Do whatever you want. Just rest. There's Al. Al, you're on Run of Fez. Oh,
Hey,
it's our Al.
Yes, it's Al.
Yeah.
Just a few minutes ago, Green Day got off the stage. In a matter of 5 minutes, they were able to go through 3 Ramones songs. They did Teenage Lobotomy, Rockaway Beach, and then ended it up with Blitzkrieg Bop.
All right, this sounds great.
Yeah, they just motored right through them. And then right now, Alicia Keys is on stage. She's inducting Isaac Hayes.
All right, so you having a good time?
Yeah, it's great down here.
Yeah.
All right.
Love it.
You stay.
Billy? Billy and Joe Poo are taking the rest of the week off.
Okay.
All right,
All right.
just so you know.
Yeah, no problem.
All right?
Yeah, that's what we said, too.
Yeah. All right, thanks a lot, Al.
Okay, see you.
Thank you. Al Dukes live at the Waldorf as the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony continues.
Here's the thing, Fezzy. There's Al gone for the night. Did the show seem like we needed him? No.
No, I hope this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing goes on the rest of the week, too.
Yeah, me too. Hey, John, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, John. John?
Yo, what's up, boys?
Yeah.
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, Billy. Is he in the studio?
Yes, he is.
He's right here. John, you're on with John Nash.
Listen, Billy, I feel bad, man. I just want to tell you, if you ever feel like picking up a drink, I just want to encourage you to do so. You know, drink, put it right to your lips, feel the burn, go right down your throat, pick it up, don't be shy, get as much of that alcohol in your body as you can before you die of poisoning, all right?
We got awful listeners.
Have a good night.
Yeah, thanks for the help.
Billy wants to be coddled by the listeners.
Billy, who would you want to put you into the Drinkers Hall of Fame?
John Nash.
John Nash. Can we get him?
I'm literally thinking that Billy's a figment of John Nash's imagination now.
Now that would be weird.
I came here to drink myself to death.
Thank you.
Well, you're on your way.
Hey, Billy, you're on Run of Fez.
How you doing, man?
Hey, Billy.
Just a little Billy boy down there. From one Billy to another Billy. Drink yourself to death, man. It's worth it. You'll only live once, and besides, nobody cares anyway, so drink up, man.
I came here to drink myself to death.
What kind of awful people listen to talk radio?
The worst. The very
Are you
worst.
saying that your drinking is a way to kill yourself?
Or killing myself is a way to drink.
That is a different way to look at it, isn't it?
Billy, will you be cheering for John Nash in the Oscars Sunday night?
He's my man. He's my man.
We won't see you till after the Oscars. So good luck.
Thank you.
And you know what, Fuzzy? This week, let's commit to this.
All right.
We don't talk about it this week.
Okay.
Let Billy be a man and do whatever he has to do. Let Joe Poo do whatever he has to do. I'm a man.
All right. Just you guys, Billy Staples, Joe Poo, you have the rest of the week off. All right?
Thank you.
Do whatever you feel you need to. I suggest think about your priorities and enjoy time with yourselves. And try not to vacation together, would be my other advice.
We'll be back tomorrow, Fez.
That's right. At 7 o'clock, live, right after the best of O&A.
Who's going to be our announcer now?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe it's a Hawk job.
Nice. Hawk, you want to be the announcer?
Oh, yeah.
Hawk, now, while everybody else is falling apart, you went and bought a new home for yourself in the Poconos. You're living large.
Why are you skyrocketing when everyone else is bottoming out?
He tells me I got a weekend F Palace if you want to come by.
Nice. Finally, someone we want to hang with. All right, we're Ron and Fez. Back tomorrow, live.